Everybody watching tonight. So I tell you what, if you can't find energy tonight, you're in the wrong business. We control us. We run this. And anybody coming in our house, they get dealt with. Respect is earned. Respect is never given. It's better to be respected than liked. The hell with being liked.
I'll fucking wait. Who wanna debate? Straight, let me cook. Fish frying while season and marinate. Every season, there's no reasoning, just unanimous decision. Smash the noti bell, and thanks to all subscriptions. Mama mentality, stop fouling me, I'm goated. Body shots got them folding. Every word they can quote it. Smoking bud, watching bud, smoke these niggas Mayweather with the defense, nothing short of genius. High step into the end zone like prime time. Point me to the limelight. Mic check, it's my time. The pod god every time I deliver. You're now tuned in to GOAT Thriller. I'm here to stay. All the chatter, y'all can dead it. Let's start the show. Yeah, I said it.
Yeah, I said it. Dinging on them. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it.
I'm the best ever. There's
I fucking wait.
I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart.
Yeah, I said it.
Now, before I get into what I'm about to get into, I just want to make sure that each and every last one of y'all hit that like or dislike button. And please don't forget to put some mother effing Coach K Duke full court pressure on that sub button if you're new to both of my channels. And please don't forget to ring that noti bell so you could be notified via email each and every time your boy E Thriller, aka Ham Rothstein,
I didn't stutter,
aka Go Thriller,
I didn't stutter,
aka the motherfucking Black Picasso, because I paint these pictures so vividly with my words on a sport of boxing whenever I feel like it. And once again, fight fans, ladies and gentlemen in the Wolf Chat, welcome back. Now, first things first, man. Shout out to everybody that's watching this live stream podcast on both of my YouTube accounts. Make sure y'all put some popcorn emojis in the chat. Make sure y'all put some E3s in the chat if I'm crispy. Make sure y'all put some E3s in the chat if you're ready to have a good fucking time tonight. Yeah, I said it. Shout out to y'all. Hit that like button as you come through the door. And also, I can't forget about everybody else on social media. That entails Facebook. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody on TikTok. What's popping? Shout out to everybody on the gram. And I mean the gram. What's happening? And last but not least, shout out to everybody on X, formerly known as Twitter. Faxy Thriller, big facts. But anyway, got a little bit of a jam-packed show, man. I've been meaning to do this episode for the last couple of days, but you know, life happens. And plus, I just got done watching the college football game. Shout out to the Buckeyes, man. Shout out to my team. Yeah, I said it. They still my team. Y'all know I rock with Dion. Y'all know I rock with Coach Prime. So I'm a little biased towards the Buff. But growing up, y'all already know I've always loved the Ohio State Buckeyes, man. Congratulations to them. I cannot wait to see that championship game. Man, that is going to be one for the ages. But I'm rocking with the Buckeyes, man. Shout out to them. Congratulations to all them players, man. They did their thing tonight. And shout out to Texas, too. Shout out to the Longhorns, man. They had a phenomenal game, but they just had too many mistakes. One too many mistakes cost them the game, in my honest opinion. But anyway, man, make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. What's popping? I'll see y'all in the chat. All right, man, I ain't going to hold y'all. So let's get right to it. So the Canelo Fanboys worship him, right, for fighting a Jermell Charlo, the same Jermell Charlo that moved up from 154 to 168, which is 2 weight classes, ladies and gentlemen, in the Wolf Chat. The same Jermell Charlo who was coming off of a long layoff due to a hand injury that he suffered prior to facing Cinnabon. Yeah, I said it. The same Jermell Charlo who brought absolutely, positively nothing to the fucking table at 168 pounds. The same Jermell Charlo who has never been on anybody's number one pound for pound list ever. The last time I checked, I ain't never seen Jermell Charlo ranked 1 through 5 on anybody's pound for pound list. You feel what I'm saying? Certainly not like Terrence Bud Crawford. You feel what I'm saying? And then, so it's like for Saul Canelo Alvarez to have this quote unquote, to be the face of boxing, to give this guy an opportunity is beyond me, because I didn't hear a word from any of you fucking dorks. I didn't hear any of you goddamn Neanderthals who love, and I repeat, love to jack Canelo off every single time y'all get a chance. I'm talking about just stroking him all night long for taking that fight. I didn't hear nothing about, oh, the man brings nothing to the table. I didn't hear nothing about, oh, Jermell Charlo isn't a star. I didn't hear nothing about, oh, who has Jermell Charlo fought, his resume, he don't do enough pay-per-views, he doesn't have any belts. I didn't hear any of that frivolous ass shit that y'all been saying whenever it comes to a potential mega fight. I mean, a colossal fight with Terrence Bud Crawford, who I deem as the boogeyman in the sport of boxing. Yeah, I said it. That little pit bull from North Omaha, Nebraska with that mean scowl, the Kobe Bean Bryant of boxing, a guy that does everything right by the sport of boxing, a guy that stays in tip-top shape for the sport of boxing, a guy that don't be doing none of this funny ass shit outside of the ring. I mean, he is a true man's man. You feel what I'm saying? And this man has never, and I repeat, ever shortchanged us in the sport of boxing. This man always gets in the ring and puts on a show. This man is always daring to be great and taking risks. This man is always willing to show us the sweet signs. And oh, by the way, whenever he get tired of doing that and he want to put on a show for everybody that came, for everybody that wore they loafers, they gators, they suits, they minks, they fucking buffs, it was for Versace's, the Gucci frames, whatever the case may be, Terrence Bud Crawford is willing to pick it up a notch or two and knock motherfuckers the fuck out. You feel what I'm saying?
100.
This is the boogeyman, Terrence Bud Crawford. So I don't understand why a lot of you Canelo Alvarez fans that is making all these lame excuses. Some of you Neanderthals just keep coming up with these same dumbass talking points that y'all didn't use for a John Ryder. Y'all didn't use this shit for Bum Langer. Y'all didn't use this shit for a Jermell Charlo, a fight that we was begging for what, 4 to 5 years, but by the time we got it, we didn't even want to see this shit no more. At least I didn't. Yeah, I said it. And
I didn't stutter.
we didn't want to see that shit by then, Canelo. We wanted to see you fight the Mexican fucking monster, David Benavidez, the same guy that just so happened to go to 175. And I applaud him for doing so. You want to know why? Because he's not just sitting by the wayside and waiting on Canelo on his hands and knees in my BFB Ringmaster Q voice. He ain't just sitting there and just begging for an opportunity for Canelo. No, the man is carving his own way to define his own legacy, to cement himself into the National Boxing Hall of Fame. Kudos to him. Shout out to David Benavidez, right? And there's absolutely nobody else at 168 pounds that we want to see a Canelo fight, the face of boxing. A guy that's the A side, a guy that generates the most numbers, a guy that does the most pay-per-views, a guy that does the most live gates. You feel what I'm saying? A guy that has the most sponsorships, a guy that brings the people out from all ethnicities. You feel what I'm saying? We understand Canelo is the guy, which is why your boy E-Thriller, aka the Black Picasso, I got to hold him accountable. I got to hold him to a higher standard than everybody else in the sport of boxing, because he can do any and every fucking thing he wants to if he really wants to. If he really wants to make a fight, Canelo can make a fight. If he really want to go to the sanctioning bodies and say, look, man, I don't want to fight William Skull. I don't want to have to go get a belt from him that I already had, that I had to drop just to fight Edgar Berlanga, and now I'm about to turn back around and fight this dude to try to become 2 times undisputed at 168 pounds. But you and I both know, anybody that knows anything a little bit about what to Ramada context, because when you're fucking with your boy E-Thriller, it always matters. Ain't nobody gonna look at that shit the same as we look at a Terrence Bud Crawford becoming a 2 times undisputed, or Alexander Usyk, or a Monster NUA. Facts, Thriller, big facts.
100.
We ain't gonna look at that shit the same, right? We're not gonna look at this shit the same. So, and then another thing that really just keeps pissing me off with some of you Canelo fans, right? And y'all really think y'all be saying some fly shit. Y'all really do. And it's kind of funny to me. It really is. I get tickled, right? But why do I keep hearing some of you dumbass niggas say, how do you duck a guy that's 2 weight classes below you? Like, how many times are y'all gonna say this shit like y'all making a real deep point, right? Well, Canelo was the one that said, if the money is right. He all in. He said that shit. You feel what I'm saying? And if you don't believe your boy E Thriller, see, I am the king of whooping a motherfucker with his own words, right?
I got receipts.
As a matter of fact, let's do this. DJ E Thriller, I do not own the rights to this content. This is for educational purposes only. Let's go out to Sway's universe. Sway in the morning. Shout out to Sway the GOAT. Yeah, I said it. He been doing his thing in hip hop. He been doing his thing in sports. He do his thing in all kind of genres of entertainment. Let's listen to what he said to Saul Canelo Alvarez. And let's listen to Canelo's response about Terrence Bud Crawford. DJ E Thriller, roll that clip. As a matter of fact, once I roll this clip, somebody put something in the chat if y'all can hear this, because the last time I tried to play something, y'all couldn't hear the clip. Y'all let me know.
Right. A lot of people are feeling like this isn't the best fight that could have been made. Right. Folks wanted, obviously, everybody wants you to fight Benavidez. And now there's conversation about Crawford. Crawford saying he wanted to fight you. Everybody wants to fight you.
Yeah.
Now, I saw at the end of the Crawford fight, the how they call him, the Excellency. Yeah. Turkey. His Excellency. The Sheik said that he would be willing to pay whatever you want to fight Crawford.
Fine.
Yeah.
If he's willing to pay whatever I want, comes down.
That'll work. If yeah, you're in. So if the numbers were right with Crawford, you'll do it.
Why not? Why not? I think Crawford don't get me wrong. He's a great fighter. But for me, in my weight class, it's an easy fight. For me, easy money. So if the money is right, I'm in, because
Okay, so y'all heard it here first from Saul Canelo Alvarez. This isn't coming from your boy E Thriller, aka the Black Picasso. You feel what I'm saying? This is coming straight from the horse's mouth. I don't cap. I ain't gotta lie. I don't clickbait. This man said, and I quote, if the business is right, meaning if the money is right, then I'm in, because this is an easy fight. This is easy money. So the last time I checked, I mean, y'all can say what y'all want about the boogeyman and Terrence Bud Crawford. You know, the pound for pound king, number 1 and number 2. I got him at number 2 right now. But if he get this fight with Canelo and do what I think he's going to do to a Canelo, oh, he'll be number 1 pound for pound without question, like without any fucking questions, right? But the last time I checked, the boogeyman is down with Turkey Al-Sheikh, who is the real face of boxing, because he gives the fans what we actually want to see by stacking these fight cards, by giving us matchups that we've been begging for time after time again, by eliminating the A side, the B side, the other side of the street talks, the fans going back and forth. He don't care about none of that. He said, hey, what do you want? What the fuck do you want? Okay, I'll meet y'all somewhere in the middle, or maybe even above that, depending on the matchup, because I'm just shelling out all this goddamn kingdom money. I'm just playing with millions upon millions in my rock fucking voice, right? So what makes y'all think that a fight, a colossal fight of this magnitude, a fight that the sport of boxing really needs in 2025, against you got Canelo, who is the number 1 pound for pound. Well, not number 1 pound for pound, but he's the face of boxing. You got Terrence Bud Crawford, who is a draw, and he's a top 5 pound for pound fighter in the sport. 2 pound for pound fighters. Mega fucking fight. What makes y'all think the money isn't going to be right? I'll wait. I will fucking wait.
I'm focused, man.
Like, I mean, y'all can say what y'all want about the boogeyman. Y'all can talk about his resume. Y'all can still say he ain't fought nobody. Y'all can still try to say that he don't know how to fight on the inside. Y'all can still say that the man is chinny. Y'all can try to say that the man struggled with Israel Madrimov. Y'all can try to say that the man is on snack and steroids. But one thing y'all cannot say about Terrence Bud Crawford is that whenever his opposition goes up against the boogeyman, they always get their biggest payday. Make no mistake about it. Every single time Terrence Bud Crawford has fought a PBC fighter, he's fought a top rank fighter, he's fought a fighter from another promotional banner or whatever the case may be, they always get their biggest payday. Facts. He threw a big facts.
I'm focused, man.
So Canelo, I would love to ask you, my nigga, what in a flying fuck will make you sit up here and say, if the business right, I'm all in it. If the business right, shut up. Shut the fuck up.
I'm focused, man.
I'm not trying to hear this weak ass shit coming from Saul Canelo Alvarez. Cause all he doing is doing a bunch of whole duck talk, just quacking all around this bitch. You feel what I'm saying? I'm getting sick and tired of Canelo making these lame ass excuses. Since when has the money never been right with Turkey Al-Sheikh, who is funding Terrence Bud Crawford? And Bud has been giving motherfuckers their biggest payday, like Earl Spence Jr. and things like that. Shit, man, you just need to thank me for making this fight. I'm gonna break him down physically, spiritually, mentally. I'm just an all-around better fighter than Terrence Crawford. Y'all gonna see that on Saturday night. And things like that. And oh, by the way, what about Showtime Porter? Showtime Porter got a $4 million guaranteed payday from Top Rank and Bob Arum. All because of who? Terrence Bud Crawford. Kell Brook, Jokeris Gamboa, Jose Benavidez, Igor Kavalauskas, the list goes on and on. So Canelo, once again, or maybe this is for some of you goddamn Neanderthals, or some of you goofballs, some of you goddamn dorks that just love to defend this man to no end. I mean, y'all give this dude zero constructive criticism, but then y'all got the nerve to try to tell Terrence Bud Crawford what he should and shouldn't be doing. Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
I don't like to fight guys like Crawford because he move a lot and the fight is not that great. Mm-hmm. I saw Crawford the last fight and he don't move that much now. So if the money is right, I mean, why not?
How you think he did at that weight at 154? How you think Crawford did?
You know, they are a weight class for a reason. And you need to ask him. It's different. Mm-hmm. I know in his mind he think he can do whatever he wants because he's very talented fighter. He's a very good fighter. I like how he fight, but that's why there are weight classes.
Yeah,
and he knows now.
He knows now. You think he felt that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well, that doesn't make any sense, Canelo, because if the man really struggled against Israel Madrimov, if the man was having a tough time dealing with that man's power or his girth, his size in the ring, then why the fuck is he still pressing to fight you? I'll wait. Make it make sense. Like, bro, if anything, Bud just struggled with the patience. He struggled with the herky-jerky. The man broke a fucking all-time record of feints. Like, I really wish I can go back and watch this fight and count how many feints Israel Madrimov did from round 1 all through round 12. And I would love to know. I am very intrigued to see come February. I think they fighting in February. Virgil Ortiz and Israel Madrimov. Y'all correct me in the chat, because once again, I don't know everything about the sport of boxing, and sometimes shit slip my mind, right? But I am very intrigued to see if this man is going to be doing all that herky-jerky, feint from left and right, foot feints and hand feints and head feints and running routes in the ring and stutter stepping and Euro stepping like he was doing against Terrence Bud Crawford. And we know that Bud is transcendent and the man can adapt to literally anything on the fly in the sport of boxing, right? But the man was a little flustered by his herky-jerkiness, because have you ever got into a street fight with a dude that's just doing a bunch of moving and crazy shit, and you kind of got to regather yourself like, wait a minute, motherfucker, I don't want to get kicked by something that I don't see. I don't want to get hit by a kneecap. I don't want to get, you understand what I'm saying? Multi-choked out. You feel what I'm saying? Now, I know I'm just saying that's an analogy, but in the sport of boxing, this dude was just doing a bunch of weird shit in the ring, so it took the boogeyman a little bit to figure him out. But once that man figured it out, he started ring, ding, dong. Ring, ding, 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 dong. Keep the heads ready. Ring, ding, dong. Facts. He threw the big facts.
I'm focused, man.
But anyway, Canelo's just making excuses. 1 minute he say the fight is an easy fight as long as the money is right, I'm in. Then in the next breath, the man say, oh, I'm not going to get any credit. I mean, I'm not going to get any credit for fighting Terry Crawford, even though I just fought Charlo. I just gave him a big payday. Shut up. Sick of this weak ass shit. I'm so sick of this red-headed fucking duck. This freckle-faced duck. I mean, he just makes me sick. The way that he just walk around with his nose held up high, as if we should be appreciative for his lackluster fucking resume thus far. Like over his last 7 fucking fights, y'all. Has there been any fight we were saying, look, man, I don't know if Canelo is going to win this fight. I wait. I will fucking wait. As a matter of fact, let me do this. Let me go to BoxRec, because BoxRec never lies. Give me 1 second, y'all, because I'm about to paint these pictures so vividly with my words. Let's go to Canelo's BoxRec, because I'm going somewhere with this, y'all, because I was not intrigued by any of these fucking fights. We're going to come back to this interview. Give me 1 second. Let me share my screen. Where are we? BoxRec. Bet. All right, so this is Canelo's BoxRec, ladies and gentlemen in Wolf Chat. Can y'all please hit the like button? Pretty please. It's telling me I got about over 40 or some people in here combined. Can y'all please run the likes up on X? Can y'all run the likes up on both of my YouTube channels? Pretty please. Pretty please. But anyway, back to what I was about to say. Let's go to Canelo, man, because look, over his last several fucking fights, Edgar Berlanga, was anybody interested in that fight? Was anybody interested in a Hami Munguia? Oh, can I interest y'all in the Charlo, the same Charlo that we was asking for him to fight when he was at 154, 160? You feel what I'm saying? These are the type of fights we was begging for Canelo to take time after time again. But hey, to each his own. John Ryder, Gennady Golovkin, and hell, I can even make a case when nobody even asking for him to move up to fight Dimitri Bivol. And it says a lot to me. That fight really speaks volumes, right? Because when you sit back and think about it, and if you rewind time, because I did several shows on this shit in the past, all you got to do is just go through my shit, right? But everybody and their mama was asking for Saul Canelo Alvarez, the face of boxing, to fight Artur Beterbiev. If you really wanted to make a statement in the sport of boxing, if you really wanted to drop your nuts on everybody and show that you the biggest, baddest motherfucker from Mexico, Viva la Mexico, then all you had to do was go up and fight Wolverine. But you and I both know he didn't really want that. He still ain't mentioning the Wolverine, aka Beterbiev. He still won't mention this man's name, right? But he keep mentioning Dimitri Bivol. Like if he were to win, he'll be willing to go back to fight him. But if Canelo Alvarez was really worried about getting all this fucking extra credit, you know, from taking on big challenges and daring to be great, then why didn't he hurry up and run it back with Dimitri Bivol? Why did he take his little ass down back to the 168 pounds to go fight a Gennady Golovkin for the 3rd time? A fight that we didn't want to see? Another fight where he pulled up a smaller man up to 168 pounds. We know Triple G wasn't fighting at 168. This man was campaigning at 160 pounds throughout his entire fucking career. I can vividly remember me being one of these peoples, you know, one of the detractors from Triple G, one of the haters, I would say, because, you know, General Big Fish love Triple G, and we, you know, we got the brother rivalry. We go back and forth. But I was one of the motherfuckers saying, look, man, Triple G need to step up. Triple G needs to move up to fight Andre Ward and all these other dudes in the bigger weight classes instead of standing put and trying to fight Floyd at 147 and sucking himself down or waiting on a Saul Canelo Alvarez, who was obviously ducking for years before he said, look, I'll go ahead and fight the dude. You feel what I'm saying? But if it wasn't for that, like Triple G, he'd been at 160. So how much credit do we give Canelo for that fight? And even I went back and watched that fight the other night, right? And really, Canelo didn't even really blow the dude out the water, if we being honest. I mean, if we being totally honest about that fight, Canelo didn't hurt Triple G. Canelo didn't drop Triple G. Canelo wasn't just manhandling Triple G. Triple G held his own, but it was just a boring fucking fight. That was a boring fight. And don't even get me started on the Charlo fight, because I went back and watched that, what was that, a couple of days ago, right? Just to do my film study, and maybe, you know, because I probably missed a couple of things that I didn't catch the first time watching it. But one thing I noticed about that fight was Jermell Charlo really didn't sit down on any of his fucking punches. Like he didn't sit down on his jab. He didn't sit down on his crosses. He barely extended on his fucking hooks. He didn't throw any fucking body shots. I didn't count any goddamn body shots he threw at Saul Canelo Alvarez. And then for whatever reason on defense, the man, he was doing pretty good with his lateral movement, which is why I feel like Bud can give Canelo trouble because he's a way better mover than Jermell Charlo, and it ain't even close. You feel what I'm saying? But the man, whenever Canelo would do that same booty-ass combination, the same combination I lament each and every time I talk about Saul Canelo Alvarez, the flick overhand right, the flick left hand to the body, the flick right hook to the body, the flick feint uppercut. He do the same shit over and over and over again. And for whatever reason, I don't know if it was Derrick James, I don't know if it was Jermell, but the man just literally kept backing up in a straight beeline to the ropes, waiting for Canelo to load up on those slow ass power shots to the body. Facts, he threw the big facts.
I'm focused, man.
And the shit was so frustrating because it's like, bro, he gave Canelo way too much fucking respect. And I know Canelo ended up clipping him in the 7th round, but even when he clipped him, the man was still coherent. Yeah, he got rocked a little bit, but the man took a knee. He hit the Tim fucking Tebow. Like, the man literally showed no fucking heart. He showed no heart against Saul Canelo Alvarez. And I just don't surmise. I cannot visualize a guy with the intestinal fortitude as a Terrence Bud Crawford, a guy that is mean as Terrence Bud Crawford, a guy that is a boxing savant as Terrence Bud Crawford, a guy that has the talent, the boxing prowess, the skills, the intellectual ability, coupled with the best team. Say it with me in the chat. The best team of trainers in the sport of boxing. Facts, he threw the more facts.
100.
With Bo Mack and Esau and Red and Bernie the Boxer, them dudes are just they just huffing and puffing like some big dogs waiting on Canelo. I just know they got a magnificent game plan because I see opportunities for Terrence Bud Crawford to shoot in between those slow ass punches that Canelo be loading up on. I see hell of opportunities for Terrence Bud Crawford to frustrate Canelo to the point to where he looks drained mentally, physically, and emotionally, and things like that. In my Earl Spence voice, I see ways that a Terrence Bud Crawford can go out there and win 7 rounds to 5, and maybe even 8 rounds to 4 outing. Because y'all know, everybody and their mama know that follows the sport of boxing knows that the later the fight goes, Canelo Alvarez endurance seems to wane. He always gets gas, especially if he's going up against a fighter that continues to put physical and mental pressure on her. A guy that is willing to up his punch output and make Canelo fight at a pace that he's not comfortable in fighting with. Because Canelo Alvarez ain't a guy that's going to come in and throw a million punches around. Canelo ain't never been that type of guy. You feel what I'm saying? Canelo is a selective counterpuncher. He is a boxer counterpuncher. He ain't no murderous brawler on the inside. He ain't a guy that wants to get on the inside and wrap you up and lean on you on the ropes a la Tyson Fury. And things like that. Things like that. I see you, Lance, in the chat. Facts, he threw the big facts.
I'm focused, man.
Canelo ain't doing none of that. Canelo is a guy that tries to outthink his opponents. Canelo is a guy that's going to be standing within medium to long range, trying to figure out a way to walk you down to get on the inside to land those ripping shots to the body. But I just don't see. I could be wrong because once again, I don't know everything about the sport of boxing, but I am very opinionated with my fucking convictions and my predictions. You feel what I'm saying? And I truly believe that this man doesn't have the IQ of a Terrence Bud Crawford. And that's not to say that Canelo doesn't have a high IQ, because the man had been in the ring with the likes of a Floyd Money Mayweather. He's been in the ring with Sugar Shane Mosley, even though he was washed up. He's been in the ring with Dimitri Bivol. He's been in the ring with Gennady Golovkin 3 fucking times. You feel what I'm saying? He's been in the ring with Miguel Cotto. I'm not taking anything from his resume, even though I could nitpick, but I ain't even going to do that tonight. I'm going to save that for another show. But I just don't see him being a more instinctive fighter, and we already know he doesn't have the athleticism of a Terrence Bud Crawford. Like, let's keep it a buck. Even the Canelo fans, I hope y'all are willing to admit that the man isn't athletic. The man doesn't have better footwork. He doesn't have better ring generalship. He isn't quicker. He isn't faster. He isn't athletic. He doesn't fight off of instincts. He can't hit you with shots, coming, moving from left or moving laterally to the right. He can't do that shit like Terrence Bud Crawford, who can literally knock you the fuck out. When you least expected, he could knock you the fuck out. Now, that's not to say that Bud is going to stop Canelo, because I'm not saying that by any means, but I am willing to say this. If Canelo get out of line, he might be number 20. If Canelo get out of line, he might go to sleep experts. Facts, see, Thriller, more facts.
I'm focused, man.
And I'm not joking, because we all know, once again, for those of you who know anything about the sport of boxing, and if you know anything about the sport of boxing, then you probably heard of a guy by the name of Terrence Bud Crawford, one of, if not the best finishers in the game. You know, and whenever he smells blood, whenever he sees you waning and your endurance is fading, he knows how to keep chugging along. Chick, 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 chick.
I didn't stutter.
Hey man, Canelo better hope and pray to God that he is in tip-top shape if this fight were to happen. Because once again, I'm not certain that this fight is going to happen. But if and when this fight happens, Canelo better be in his best shape, y'all. Because the boogeyman is going to try to take him into deep fucking waters and drown him. He's going to drown him, y'all. Because I've never seen Terrence Crawford get tired in a fight. But for the most part, now that I think about it, it's kind of hard to see a motherfucker get tired when he's knocking everybody out. Like, he's literally knocking everybody the fuck out. Outside of Israel Majimov, who was playing a whole bunch of herky-jerky, hokey-pokey, and all this other shit in the ring. That's the only reason why he didn't go to sleep. The man wouldn't even put together a 3-punch combination. He barely threw a 2-punch combination. You feel what I'm saying? That is how lethal Terrence Bud Crawford, you know, the same little guy that y'all saying is going to be too small, the same little guy that y'all keep saying that is not going to be able to deal with Saul Canelo Alvarez's power, his ring generalship, and things of that nature. That guy, Israel Majimov, the naturally bigger guy, fought extremely cautious. And I just see, man, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, Terrence Bud Crawford is going to upset the apple cart. Terrence Bud Crawford is going to make a lot of you motherfucking Neanderthals with some of these YouTube channels who don't do nothing but shit on Terrence Bud Crawford. And the man came out on Twitter the other day and said exactly what I've been trying to tell y'all for the last, 3 to 4 years? That he uses all that shit as fuel. Every time y'all doubt him, every time y'all flood his comments, every time y'all make video after video, narrative after narrative, clickbait after clickbait, lie after lie on Terrence Bud Crawford. Make no mistake about it. The boogeyman is outside. He's always outside. Even though he don't go on people's channels and even though he don't do a lot of interviews, that man watches everybody's videos, y'all. I know this. I know this for a fact. Terrence Bud Crawford watches every fucking thing, y'all. You feel what I'm saying? So y'all keep pissing the boogeyman off. Y'all keep saying that the man don't deserve to fight. Keep saying that if the fight happens, he's going to get knocked out. Keep saying that the man is going to be too small. Keep saying that the man ain't going to be able to keep up with Canelo. Keep saying that the man's resume is trash. Keep saying that the man is on snack. Keep saying all this dumb ass shit. Just keep it up, pretty please, because at the end of the day, if I know my guy, my favorite fighter, the number one fighter in the fucking sport, based off abilities, based off accomplishments, and based off that it factor, the mystique, the shit that he do on the fly in the ring, then he's going to use this as motivation. And it's going to be bad. It is going to get real bad and real ugly for Canelo Alvarez. Y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all. But I don't want to hear any of you fucking bozos, including Canelo Alvarez, talk about, oh, he not going to get any credit. What does he have to gain? And all this other shit when you fought Charlo, right? And now that I think about it, I want to shift gears a little bit. But before I do that, stop the presses. Stop the motherfucking presses. Shout out to my guy COE Films, who always donate to the channel, who always supports his boy Go Thriller, aka the Black Picasso, for showing love in my super chat, man. I truly appreciate it, man. For y'all to come on here and donate to the channel just for me expressing my opinion or, you know, stating facts and entertaining y'all, man, it's truly a blessing. I really appreciate y'all, man. But anyway, shout out to COE for sending me that $4.99 super chat. He said, cooking like a motherfucker. I'm on the same page. Hell with you. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. And hey, man, if anybody else want to donate to the channel, the Cash App is on the screen. It's I Said It E3. Once again, it's I Said It E3. And also, just like COE just did, drop some in the super chat. If y'all want to donate, if y'all want me to highlight your comment, if you want to feel like you're a part of the show, but you already know, I got to get you right, COE. I got to get you right. 1, a 2, a 1, a 2, a 3. Hit it. Appreciate that championships over everything. I don't know why they don't let you pin super chats. I was trying to pin your shit, bro. But anybody else want to donate, man, feel free. Back to the topic at hand. Now, I don't want to hear any of these goddamn Canelo fans and these Terrence Crawford haters saying that the man don't deserve to fight and all this other shit. But let me shift gears, right? Because I'm noticing that there's still a lot, not really a lot, because a lot of these niggas disappeared and went into the abyss. Whenever Errol Spence and things like that, whenever Errol Spence got his ass kicked on July the 29th, 2023, right? A lot of these niggas disappeared. A lot of these niggas shut down their channels. A lot of these niggas went from being Errol Spence fans, and then all of a sudden, just out the blue, like not even 24 hours, they turned into Terrence Bud Crawford fans. You had some of these niggas arguing with Earl-sexuals, and they was like, I don't get it. I don't understand how niggas can change with the wind, but it is what it is. To each his own. That's what they do. But you know your boy E Thriller, aka the Black Picasso, I am 10 toes down. If the boogeyman get his ass kicked, then guess what? I ain't about to go on Team Canelo. I ain't about to say, I wasn't fucking with Bud. I ain't about to start throwing Bud under the bus and stop talking about him. Facts, E Thriller, more facts. I ain't gonna do any of that whole shit. But I'm starting to notice that a lot of you Earl-sexuals, right? Former Earl-sexuals that converted into Bud fans, and then you went back to Earl, and now you shit. I don't know. You like some of you niggas are all over the place, right? But anyway, I'm starting to notice that a lot of you motherfuckers are hypocrites, like flaming hypocrites. Because I can vividly remember you Earl-sexuals bigging this nigga up. I'm talking about clipping his toenails, massaging his shoulders, rubbing his biceps, rubbing baby, or just all over and things like that. You miss my and things like that. I can vividly remember y'all bigging this dude up for fighting little old fucking Mikey Garcia. You know, the same Mikey Garcia. The last time I checked, who was campaigning at 135, the same Mikey Garcia, who moved up to 147 and got a fight right off the rip. He cut in front of the line in front of Terrence Bud Crawford. He cut in front of the line of Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, who was ducking. And the list goes Danny Garcia. He cut in front of all the motherfuckers to fight Errol Spence, right? And a lot of you bozos was praising Errol Spence for taking that fight. Because I can vividly remember the Bud buddies or niggas like your boy E Thriller, aka the Black Picasso, saying, look, man, we don't care about this goddamn fight. Like, why do we have to wait and let Earl whoop this motherfucker when we can go ahead and get the fight that we all want to see? We want to see the boogeyman versus Errol Spence Jr. And this is pre-car wreck Errol Spence Jr., the biggest, the man down, strap says, put his dick in the dirt, and things like that. Facts, he threw the more facts.
I'm focused, man.
But anyway, stop the presses, man. Stop the presses once again. Hey, man, shouts out to my guy, Nigel. I'm not going to say your full name. I appreciate the love and support and the cash out, bro. He said, for so YouTube don't cut in. Hey, man, I appreciate the love. And I also appreciate the support. And again, if anybody else want to donate, feel free. The cash app is on the screen. It's I said it E3. Once again, it's I said it E3. Or the super chat is available 24/7, 365. 1, 2, hit it.
On the line where I see numbers. Oh, I'm getting flashbacks. 7,000 people. Oh, I ain't seen this since my face. Man, I just got flashbacks. Man, I got 6,000 people. Man, I got flashbacks. Man, I used to have 70,000 people alive, man.
But yeah, man, shout out to Nigel once again. But back to what I was saying. A lot of you Earl-sexuals was just loving the fact that this man fought Mikey Garcia. Y'all kept saying that he was pound for pound. He was top 5. Even though the man didn't have a belt, he brought a name to the table. Errol Spence, it helped him build his brand and all this other shit. They sold out to AT&T and all this extra shit. Everybody, and even after Errol Spence went in there and did what he did, and a lot of you motherfuckers knowing good and goddamn well that Mikey Garcia really, I mean, didn't stand a chance. But I didn't even hear the Earl-sexuals or the Mikey Garcia fans saying that the man was too small. He moved up from 2 weight classes. All I kept reading on YouTube, and I can pull the shit up if y'all want me to. You feel what I'm saying? But I kept hearing that, oh, he was a warrior. Oh, he dared to be great. Oh, he put up a hell of a fight. Oh, you can't win them all. You feel what I'm saying? And from the Earl-sexuals, everybody bigged him up saying, look, man, it was a notch on the Earl's belt. The man was a pound-for-pound fighter. And look, on to bigger and better things. Wasn't nobody saying that, oh, Earl wasn't going to get no credit for fighting little old fucking Mikey Garcia. But maybe the Terrence Bud Crawford fans, we was the only ones pressing like, look, man, we don't want to see this fight, at least not yet. We want to see the mega fight, the matchup that everybody's been begging to see. But what did the Earl-sexuals say? They took it, they ran with it like Deion Sanders whenever he picked off the ball, you feel what I'm saying? And took that bitch to the house, hit his head on the goalpost by high-stepping. That's what y'all did. So I don't want to hear shit coming from some of you fucking Earl-sexuals, some of you former Earl-sexuals that's trying to tell Terrence Bud Crawford, of all people, what he should and shouldn't be doing, telling him he need a pivot from Saul Canelo Alvarez. Shut up! Shut the fuck up! Y'all are the last niggas I want to hear say anything to the great Terrence Bud Crawford, because the shit ain't gonna happen on my watch. You know, I'm just waiting on any of you to just keep putting that dumb ass shit out there, trying to tell the boogeyman what he can and can't do. That shit don't, like, y'all don't have a right to tell the Terrence Bud Crawford, the great Terrence Bud Crawford, what he should and shouldn't be doing. You feel what I'm saying? Now, if the Bud buddies want to tell Bud, hey, man, we tired of waiting. We tired of only seeing you fight one time. Can you please go ahead and fight somebody else? Pretty please. Then I'm cool with that. But if it's coming from some of you Earl-sexuals, especially some of you motherfuckers with the channels that made a living off hate on Terrence Bud Crawford, then I'm not trying to hear this goofy ass shit. Facts, he threw them on facts.
I'm focused, man.
But anyway, man, start the presses. Stop the presses once again. Oh, okay. This is my guy, COE, man. I apologize. Hey, shout out to COE for showing some more love in the super chat, man. He said, for COE Films, I appreciate it, my brother. And you already know I got to get you right again, man. I got to get you right again. A 1, a 2, a 1, a 2, a 3. Hit it. Yeah, these motherfuckers weren't saying shit when Errol Spence fought little old Mikey Garcia. I didn't hear nobody saying, oh, Errol, you ain't gonna get credit. Oh, Errol, why you not taking the fight? Oh, Mikey, why you doing this? Why don't you stay at 135 and unify with Vasily Lomachenko? I know he just beat Adrian Broner and he beat Robert Easter Jr. I get it. I get it. But it was other fights for him on the table at 135. But what did his little ass do? He went up to 147 and everybody said, look, man, the man was daring to be great because he felt like he saw something in Errol Spence. That's what the man said. The man thought he saw something. So if Terrence Bud Crawford feels like he's seen something in Saul Canelo Alvarez that he can exploit, that he can take advantage of and possibly get a big ass payday, a big payday. Yeah, I know. Then by all means, let the man do it, because once again, I've said it before, and goddamn it, I'll say it again. If there's ever anybody in the sport of boxing who deserves a big payday, who deserves to be the top dog, who deserves to be the face of boxing, who deserves to get all the fucking opportunities and then some, it's this guy on the right side of the screen in Terrence Bud Crawford. It's not the motherfucker that's fighting the Edgar Berlangas of the world. It's not the motherfucker that's fighting the Hummy Munguias of the world. It's not the motherfuckers that's fighting the John Ryders. You feel what I'm saying? The Avni Yildirims, the Callum Smiths, the Sergey washed up Kovalevs of the world. That's not what we're talking about. The Rocky fucking Fieldings. We're talking about Terrence Bud Crawford, a guy that has been ducked in every single division he's ever stepped foot in. Let that shit sink in, fight fans. Terrence Bud Crawford is so cold. Terrence Bud Crawford is so potent. Terrence Bud Crawford is so lethal that the man has been ducked in every single weight class he's ever been in. Let that shit sink in, fight fans. Because when the man move up, before he can even move up to 154, Jamel Charlo was telling him to go fight this guy, go fight the other guy. I'm on the bigger and better things. I'm going to fight X, Y, and Z. Why don't you worry about Errol Spence? Shut up. Be quiet. Humble yourself. Fucking with me, you going to get knocked out. I'm a knockout artist, man. This is the shit that Jamel Charlo was saying to Terrence Bud Crawford. And don't even get me started on Tim Tszyu with his ducking ass and Sebastian Fundora and all these other motherfuckers at 154. These dudes was ducking this dude before he can even scratch his ass, before he can even pass gas, for Christ's sakes. Facts, he Thriller, more facts.
I'm focused, man.
So don't talk to me about Terrence Bud Crawford not being deserving of a fight with a Saul Canelo, or hell, anybody in the sport of boxing if he wants it. If the man wants it, he has earned the right to do it. The man has literally paid his dues to do whatever the fuck he want to do. Now, I don't have to agree with everything that he wants to do, just like I really don't agree with him only fighting one time a year because I'm selfish. I want to see my favorite fighter fight 2 to 3 times in my Booker T voice a year in an ideal world. But hey, man, it's just my opinion. Once again, if you're new to the Yeah I Said It podcast, everybody's entitled to their opinion, even if we disagree, which makes for a way better show. Like, I don't want a motherfucker coming on here agreeing with every single thing I say, because that's like feminist. Like, I don't like that. I want to debate. I want to go back and forth. You feel what I'm saying? But anyway, man, that's my little spiel on this topic at hand. I am going to read some of the comments in the comment section because I am a man of the people. And once I get done reading some of the comments, not all, once again, some of the comments, not all of them, I'm going to drop the link and let y'all come on the rock. Give me y'all opinion on this topic or any other topic in the sport of boxing or sports, in the world of sports that y'all want to talk about, because your boy E Thriller, aka the Black Picasso, I am diverse. I could talk about basketball. I could talk about football. I could talk about hip hop. I could talk about entertainment and movies and Hollywood and all, just anything outside of politics. I know nothing about politics. But anyway, back to the comments I go. Let me remove this shit before I get flagged. I see the can man up there popping this shit. Back to the comments I go. Let me get to the top. I appreciate everybody in the Wolf chat, man. Shout out to the playback gang too, man. I hope y'all enjoying the show. All right, man. Shouts out to my loyal member of the Wolf Pack. It's my opinion. He said, we in this shit, GOAT. I appreciate it, my brother. I appreciate you for tapping in, my guy. Oh, you said we in the ship. Okay, my apologies. Yeah, man, Ohio State. Shout out to our Buckeyes, man. They did that damn thing, man. I'm proud of them boys. And I see them winning the championship. Man. I think their defense is phenomenal. I think they have so many offensive weapons at their disposal. And I think that coach, man, that whoever the offensive coordinator was tonight, he has been whooping. He was whooping their ass with that clip. I'm talking about just smacking them around like that screen and right at the end of the half. They scored on, I think it was like a 50 or 60 something yard screen. And then shortly after that, it was another play. I can't remember exactly what quarter it was in, but they had 2 big plays, man. It was all due to coaching, man. Shout out to the Buckeyes. But anyway, back to boxing. Shout out to my dog, man, Mr. Q in the building with the boxing emojis. He said, shit was popping. Shout out to Bruce Gas, Boxing and Jazz and More. How are you, kind sir? He said, E Thriller was popping. How are you?
You did.
What up to X-Man in the building? He said, salute E3 in the Wolf chat. How's my good people tonight? Hey, man, what's popping?
You did.
I'm doing well, kind sir. What up, Cut Creator 1? He said, yeah, they don't want the extra credit. Yeah, man, ain't that a bitch?
You did.
Yeah, man. But anyway, y'all know I'm not going to let that shit fly on my watch because once again, your boy E-Thriller, a.k.a. the Black Picasso, I'm back outside.
Where they can't look at themselves because they know the prodigal son has returned. I'm alive. The ghost is walking around. You know what I mean? And I'm alive talking.
And it's kind of funny because a lot of these niggas, they just love the shit on Terrence Bud Crawford. They really can't do shit but hate on Terrence Bud Crawford. Like, it's just so fucking befuddling to me. I just don't get it. How can you hate Terrence Bud Crawford? I don't get it, man. I don't get it. But anyway, shout out to COE Films, man. What's popping? What up to my boy Prize Fighter TV? Said 3, my dude. What's up, bro? What's popping? How are you, kind sir?
You did.
Yeah, man. Get them likes up. I appreciate it, X, man. What up, Jay? He said, just like Floyd waiting for Pac-Man. It wasn't all that. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, because Pac-Man damn sure didn't want to do that random urine and Vada testing with the needles and shit. He talking about he's scared of needles, but he had all them goddamn tattoos. To me, that never made sense. I always feel like Pacquiao was ducking the fight and clown chasing off TBE. But yeah, we saw the outcome of that fight. That fight wasn't even close, bro. But anyway, what up, Mr. Gumbo? What's popping? Jay, he said, I think it's because if Bud lose, win or draw, Bud gets more credit. And no, I ain't no Canelo fan. I disagree. Because it really depends on the manner of how Bud lose. Like if Bud go out there and get knocked out in the first fucking round, or if he get absolutely dismantled and dismembered, then a lot of people ain't gonna give him credit for that. A lot of people ain't gonna give him credit for that. Now, if he lose a close fight, then I can kind of see your point. I get where you're going, but I just think context matters. And if he lose the fight a certain way, he'll get credit. But if not, like if he go out there and get obliterated and embarrassed and strip butt booty naked in front of everybody, then yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Shout out to Mr. Gumbo again. What up, Street Dreams? He said my guy was popping.
Eddie.
He said Canelo scared. Hell yeah, man. He's scared. He ducking like a motherfucker because you can't say that if the business is right, I'm in. But then we already know Turkey gonna offer you the bag, and you know you're gonna get your biggest payday fucking with Crawford. He gonna give you a way bigger payday than fighting the William Scores of the world and any other motherfucking bums at 168. Ain't nobody want to see them fights. Now he's still gonna make his 30 to 35 million because Al Heyman and the PBC are fucking idiots, fucking goofballs. I don't understand why they keep giving him all this money to make fights that we don't want to see. Nor do I not understand how they wasn't able to position David Benavidez in one of those fights. But again, you can't make a motherfucking fight. Because we already know they offered David Benavidez to Canelo multiple times and Errol Spence. And what did he do? What did he do? It is what it is. But anyway, man, let me do this. Let me go ahead and drop this link just in case anybody want to come on and rock with your boy E-Thriller, aka the Black Picasso. But before I drop the link, let me go over the panel etiquette. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, my apologies. But once again, before you come on the panel, everybody is entitled to their opinion on the Yeah I Said It podcast. Panel etiquette, rule number 1, please cut your camera on until I authenticate who you are, and then you can cut it off. Rule number 2, please mute your audio until your boy E-Thriller introduces you to the panel. And once you get done speaking, please remute your audio. Rule number 3, you will have 1 minute to speak, especially if it's a big panel, and then I'm gonna have to pass the mic so we can hurry up and get to the open smoke. Rule number 4, please don't dominate the goddamn show. Please don't dominate the goddamn show. Pretty please. And rule number 5, which is one of the most important rules on my panel, leave your feelings at home. Please leave your feelings at home, man. But let me go ahead and drop this link. Anybody want to come on and rock? Give me 1 second. Let me see. Anybody want to come on and disagree with your boy E-Thriller? Feel free. Don't you all click at once. I'm going to go in the order in which y'all come on. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me go get some water, though. Hit that like button, y'all. Come on, though. All right, my apologies. I'm back. All right, man, let me read some more of these comments until y'all click on the link if anybody want to come on and rock. If not, then shit, I'm gonna get the fuck off and chill with my fam. But back to the comments I go. Let me see. Shout out to my guy, COE. He said, told you that's why Charlo went to fight Canelo. They knew the boogeyman was coming through. Al played Charlo for a payday. Now look at Charlo. And not to mention a lot of these Canelo Alvarez fans, like I mentioned earlier in the show, COE, and I'm about to bring you on, bro. They don't never really bring up the fact that Charlo was coming off of a long layoff with a hand injury on top of that. Like, so if Canelo is so worried about getting credit for his opponents and all this shit, then why did he even fight Jermell Charlo? Make it make sense. But going out to my guy COE Films, you're live on the chat with the pack. Pop yo shit.
What's up, E3? What's up, panel? What's up,
my brother?
Chat?
How are you, kind sir?
Man, doing good, man. Hey, this is what I was telling y'all. This is what I was telling you back 2 years ago. I mean, back a year ago. I saw the play, man. When that's why I told you I didn't think his hand was really too much hurt at that point in time. But I understand that they always put injuries in play anytime they want to prolong something or make another move. Hence the reason why Fundora set out with that nose injury and all that for all this time and all that. So, but I want to get the cooking a little bit. I want to dive a little deeper into what you were saying and give another spin.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so Charlo, man, this whole play I told you was from Al. I'm gonna keep on saying it.
I think you cut out COE. I think your mic going in and out, bro. Can you hear me?
There
you go. Yeah, I can hear you now. Go ahead and cook, bro. Good.
Yeah, so what I was saying was, so check this out. I told you it was all a play from Al to move them belts at 154. And for everybody that haven't heard me say it, let me give you the insight on what I'm talking about. So what I said was, Jamal Charlo was the one that was supposed to be fighting Canelo, but you know he had they say he had here come that injury, that mental breakdown, so he couldn't fight him. So what they did was they replaced Jamal Charlo with Jamel, and like you said, he coming off a hand injury supposedly, allegedly, and you coming from 154. So why would you move to go to 154 if you undisputed? They gonna try to sell the fight as undisputed versus undisputed. That's how they try to sell the fight, because if they didn't say undisputed versus undisputed, people are gonna be like, "What the hell you talking? Why we didn't ask for this fight?" So you know what I mean. So what's another way to keep Bud from being great? And at one opportunity, that's to move them damn belts at 154, is to disperse the belts. So he moved Charlo to fight Canelo. Once he would fight Canelo, they knew he was gonna get stripped. So that's
which was bullshit. Yeah. I think your phone going in and out again, COE.
And my screen be turning black. I guess when they do that, it cuts it out. So that's so that was the move number one to start to get the belts moving, by letting him fight Canelo, knowing that he was gonna get stripped. So I think what Al did was he sold Charlo a payday. Said, okay, listen, you're gonna get stripped if I move you up. And once you get stripped, you're going to get paid handsomely, and then you can just sit back for a minute, let me work this out, and I'll give you an opportunity once, you know what I'm saying, once everything pan out. So now that's why the belts was moved. He got stripped. That's why Tim Tszyu was able to get the belt. That's why he said back in recess now. Mind you, he didn't sit back for no injury. He didn't sit back because of no family issues. He didn't sit back because he was going through something. He did that willfully. You know what I mean? He didn't have to. So he could have fought Canelo and came right back and defended the rest of his belts, but he wanted to sit back for inactivity. So they stripped his ass. So now the belts is dispersed through the whole PBC ranks. Nobody else got the belts, not on top rank. Nobody else. Everybody on PBC got the belt. So now Bud got to go through the whole shebang that he went through at 147 all over again. You know what I mean? So when they talking about Canelo now, so when Bud talking about fight Canelo, Bud been playing chess, and I said this on I think a couple lives ago. I said Bud is playing chess out here. That's why he let Earl go ahead and get a chance to fight for the belt, knowing to me that I think that he already had this in play, being able to fight Canelo. You know what I'm saying? So if he was able to get this Canelo fight, it was a win-win situation for him. He was gonna get the belt because he cornered Fandora, like you said. Fandora didn't want to fight him. Tim Tszyu was ducking him. Earl ducked him for the rematch. You know what I'm saying? So all this ducking that they've been doing from the boogeyman, what make y'all think that Canelo is seeing all this, and he don't want none of the smoke. You know what I mean? So now Bud done put everybody in the corner, done put himself in position. Now Canelo don't have nowhere else to run. You can't say the money is the issue because he got Turkey right there as the money man. So you can't say the money issue. You can't say he on this side of the street because he with himself. I mean, he his own boss now. He his own entity. You can't say that he's too small because you just fought Jamel Charlo from 154 coming up. So now he at 154. Why you can't fight him? You can't say that he haven't fought anybody. He's the pound for pound #1 in the world. You know what I mean? So he got all these accolades. He done cut off all these avenues to now. If they would say anything, you would have to say, listen, okay, let me fight him. If you don't fight him, then it'll go down on your legacy as the #1 duck in the world, man. You know what I mean? So that's
Yeah,
how
I mean, if he's trying to really fight William School, according to these reports, then I'm definitely going to be looking at Canelo a certain way. Now, if Canelo is talking about moving up to 175, which we haven't heard, but if he's willing to go to 175 to fight Benavidez or to fight the winner between Bivol and Better Beef in February, I'm all for that. Like, I can't say shit. I would come on and I would apologize to Canelo and say, look, I was wrong. You about that smoke. Because you're going back to where, you know what I'm saying, where it's kind of uncomfortable to try to accomplish something that's great. You feel what I'm saying? Right. But until he do that, then I'm going to be looking at him a certain kind of way, bro.
You got to, if you're a real boxing fanatic or hardcore fan, you are pushing for a fight like this because, for one, if you're going to be okay with him fighting Jamel Charlo, you got to be okay with him fighting Bud, because Bud, to me, at 154 is the best at 154. And plus, Bud is 2-time undisputed. You can say, y'all, he haven't fought nobody, he haven't did this. He's 2-time undisputed. He's the #1 pound for pound. So he's bringing all this to Canelo. Canelo, if you beat Bud, that'll be a bigger win than you fighting Jaime Mugia, Edward Berlanga, and Charlo.
Ryder, Charlo,
all in one fight.
Yep.
You beating him is better than all 3 of them fights put together, all in one fight. You know
I see. Let me go ahead and, not to cut you off, bro, but let me go ahead and go to the next person, bro. He been waiting for a minute, and then I'm gonna go to the general. All right, man, going out to Blair Witch Project, I believe is your name. You live on the chat with the pack. Pop yo shit.
Oh, is that my name? My name is Lance, bro. And I thought we've been talking about this for a while now. I didn't think that this fight just came out of nowhere, did it?
What do you mean? Talk to me.
I mean Canelo and Bud.
We've been talking about it for some months.
It's some months. I feel like this has been in the works
ever since the Earl Spence fight, in my opinion. Ever since the Earl Spence fight was over, I think Bud started entertaining the notion of possibly making this fight. Shout out to Charlemagne, the guy that put that bug in his ear. And then from there, everybody been talking about it. But go ahead.
So in my opinion, from what I've heard and what I know, this conversation has been in the works for a long time. This hasn't just been something that just came up overnight or within the last couple of months. This has been something that has been discussed for quite a while. Okay. I'm talking about years. But obviously, Canelo has been doing some different stuff. He's been moving different weight classes, and he's been, carrying his weight very well. But I'm sorry, I'm wrestling with my fucking dog.
Yeah, bro. Take your time. Good.
I'm just saying that the conversation has been there. It's not something that just popped up overnight. It's not something that just popped up within the last few months. This is something that's been discussed for quite a while, from my understanding.
Mm-hmm.
And, I understand that a lot of people have the perception that Terrence is a smaller fighter or a fighter that, is, smaller than Canelo, but in my opinion, he's, and I haven't measured these people personally. I haven't taken a tape measure and put it up to, Canelo or Terrence, and
they appear to be the same height. Yep.
But what I do believe is that the conversation has been in the works for a while.
Okay, so let me ask you this. You said your name was Lance?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I come up on Blair Witch.
Yeah, I don't know, but your name is saying Blair Witch Project on my end, so my apologies. But all right, so let me ask you this, Lance. Do you feel like if this fight were to get made, possibly if Canelo were to win, do you feel like he'll get credit for beating Crawford or no?
Yeah. I think so.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. That's kind of a complicated question, right? Because then
a lot of his fans, the naysayers, the all of a sudden these dudes are Terrence Crawford haters. They keep shitting on the fight by saying Canelo has nothing to gain, and if he beat him, they're just going to say, "Oh, he's too little, he's too small, he's never done anything." You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I asked: do you feel like Canelo would get credit if he were to face Terrence Bud Crawford and beat him? I see you, Blue.
No, I don't think anybody's going to get credit for something like that. Like and I'm not trying to take away from Terrence at all, but what I'm saying is the boxing fans are super critical. They're super critical. So they're gonna say, oh, they're gonna cast all their stones. They're gonna cast all their criticisms. They're gonna say that, oh well, he was fighting at this lower weight class and he had no business in there with him and yada yada yada. If he lost the fight, he's not gonna have, he's not gonna have nothing to stand on. But if he won the fight, then everybody's gonna be hyping him up. So it's a tricky situation.
Okay then, my brother. All right, man. Well, let me go ahead and pass the mic. Let me go out to the General Big Fish has entered the premises. You're live on the chat with the pack. Pop yo shit. The General.
E3, what's good?
What's going on, my brother? How are you, kind sir?
I'm chilling, man. I'm listening to the show, man, enjoying the different opinions. So I'm gonna go ahead and give mine. What's up, fellas? What's up, Blue Hustle?
What's up, man?
CEO
What's good with you?
What's good with you?
What's happening?
Hey, for a quick commercial break, E3, if you don't mind, if you type in, go to sleepexperts.com and type in COE Films, you'll get a 70% off discount on our pillows and mattresses, twin size mattresses. that boy went off for 30 minutes, E3, on that same talking point, boy. He gonna make y'all think that these belts mean everything, but they don't, E3. Okay. And if they did mean everything, then what does Canelo Alvarez get off of fighting Terrence Bud Crawford? No offense to Terrence Crawford, but he doesn't have anything to offer other than a suitcase full of money that we don't know, that nobody knows what that realistic number would be to get Canelo in the ring, or what Turkey would be willing to give. So we could just say he ducking 300 million, like y'all want to make believe like it's a ridiculous number, like this fight is like Canelo about to get 250, 150 million for fighting Terrence Bud Crawford in my Gorilla voice. Yeah, right. like 90 million at the most, I would say, COE, but there's no belts to come along with it. And it's too much of a risk to Canelo's legacy for him to fight Terrence Crawford with nothing to gain. It's nothing to gain. Canelo's not dumb. He see who trains with Crawford. he know Crawford can run like hell, just like Shakur Stevenson, and outpoint him to the cheapest victory in the history of boxing. That's what Terrence Crawford is trying to get, and that's what y'all want, but it's not gonna happen. It's not, fellas. I'm sorry. Well, I can't
So
say
you don't
that
think the
it's
fight
not
gonna happen no more, Fish?
Huh?
So you don't think it's gonna happen anymore?
That's what I was gonna say. It's 50.
Okay.
I say I was leaning 50-50, but when all this news about the other dude coming into play and all of that, and me knowing the history of Canelo not fighting the people that fans want him to fight, it's just hard for me to see it, bro. And then it's just a matter of forget that, does he actually deserve it, E3? He doesn't actually deserve it. He's skipping the line. Even the top 5 guy at 168 deserves a fight with Canelo over Terrence Crawford. If y'all want to be fair about it, if we just not going for our favorite fighter and just want to see the fights that we want to see. So that's what I got, E3. I know Canelo is a duck. You can technically say he's ducking Terrence Crawford, but I don't really consider you ducking somebody that's, has nothing to offer. So I get that point.
He's a prize fighter, Big Fish. Prize fighter.
Biggest payday.
So that's why I would say it's a duck.
Who's biggest payday?
Canelo's. This is going to be his biggest payday for sure.
Y'all don't know what the offers are right now.
But no,
if it was his biggest payday, don't y'all think he would have been jumped on it by now?
Nah, but Fish, I hear what you saying, fam. But listen to what I'm saying. The man that came out and basically said what he want. In Turkey, you remember Turkey got mad and said, look, I'm moving away from that. I don't want to make that fight. I'm willing to make Bud and Ortiz. But he softened his stance on that, right? Now he's willing to go back to the table with Canelo to get Crawford that fight, because obviously that's the only dude Crawford want to fight. So I'm assuming, I don't know this to be fact, but I'm thinking they're going to give him that 100 to 150 mil, Fish.
Facts.
We'll see.
That's what Canelo said he won't. I mean, so shoot. But I could be wrong. But anyway, is that all you got, Fish?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Already, man. Going out to, is that 15 Jeans, Chief? You're live on the pack, chat with the pack. Pop, yo, shit.
What up, E3 and the Wolf Pack in the chat and everybody listening? You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, Canelo fucking with that duck sauce, man. On his Chinese food, you dig?
Boy. A whole can.
You know what I'm saying? And they can pour the whole bottle on each entree. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Blue, before you get to cooking, man, hold on. Let me address this dude, man. Shout out to this dude, Make G's, in the chat. He said the Zone had a 3-fight deal. You tripping. Yeah, that is a fact. They had a 3-fight deal, but context matters, my brother. The 3-fight deal was Gennady Golovkin for the 3rd time, which was a fight we wasn't asking for. Then he fought John Ryder, if I'm not mistaken. But prior to the Gennady Golovkin fight, he fought Dimitri Bivol. So those were 3 fights we wasn't asking for before he went to the PBC to fight Jermell Charlo.
Right.
That deal pales in comparison to the deal to fight fucking Jermell or Jamal and then Earl Spence or David Benavidez. Like that's not even the same, bro. In my opinion. But anyway, go ahead, Blue. Go ahead and speak your piece, my brother.
For sure. So I feel like this man's been ducking. I don't know why he's been ducking so hard, but I just think that he wants to preserve what he's got going on right now, and that's why he's doing what he do. Yeah. Man, my bad. My lady just walked up to me, distracted the hell out of me. I don't know what the hell going on.
Nah, you good, bro.
But anyways, man. Yeah. So I just feel like he's ducking, man, and he just wants to preserve his legacy. You know what I'm saying?
I see, bro.
I hope that he follows through, with this fight and really don't go, the skull way. If he does, hopefully bends the block. He goes fight Skull, gets but see, that doesn't make any sense for him.
I don't think he's gonna do Crawford a favor with it. I think I heard you or somebody else say that on the last episode.
Yeah,
I don't think Canelo gonna do him a favor. Like, let me go get my belt and then I'm gonna put it up against Crawford. No,
yeah, I don't think he's gonna do that now.
But yeah, I'm
I
listening.
don't.
My bad.
Yeah, and that's what I'm about to, you know. I'm glad I'm privy to change my mind whenever I feel like it, but I don't think he's gonna do that. So if he don't take this fight right now, he's scared, bro. He's just gonna duck. He's gonna duck the smoke. He don't want to. I mean, you got to look at it. He knows that Terrence Bud Crawford can knock him out. You see him. He has a possibility to knock him out. I won't say he will, but he has a possibility. He can get knocked out by a smaller man. That's what they're saying, technically. You see what I'm saying? Or it could be just another version of what happened with Mayweather and Canelo, and he don't want to go through that. See, if he did take the fight, and if he was to beat Terrence Bud Crawford, now you can see. We'll see. I didn't have that much experience. You see what I'm saying? So I did beat, you know what I'm saying, with the little experience. Now you see I could have beat a slick fighter, you know what I mean, pound for pound. I am one of the best, you know, but I just didn't have that time. But if he ain't gonna step up to the plate and take that challenge, it's hard to say that, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's pretty much it, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like I would love to. I hope the fight happens. I really do. But we'll see where it goes from there.
And also to add to your point, I don't think Canelo want to get Dimitri Bivol again because that was a piss poor performance. He looked bad in that fight, and he was tired. I think if Bivol would have stepped on the gas in the championship rounds, he could have stopped Canelo.
Oh yeah,
I just watched that fight the other day. I've been watching all Canelo fights again. He could have got stopped. But anyway, is that all you got, Blue? Before I pass the mic, bro.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
I said, is that all you have?
Yeah. I'll wait till open panel. It's all good. Go ahead.
Thank you, kind sir. Appreciate the panel etiquette. All right, man. Going out to Boxing Nerd 101, my brother from Canada. You live on the chat with the pack. Pop yo shit.
Yo, brothers. I'll keep it short and sweet. Canelo will stop Crawford. You could back me on that. me and E3 have a bet about Benavidez and Morrell.
Fucking right.
E3's IQ on that one is quite odd because y'all going with the experience, but Loma became a champion in 2-3 fights. So, and just for that, I think Golden owes me money. Mr. Golden owes me money. He owes me $100 for Usyk and Fury. I'm looking for Mr. Golden. If anybody sees him, his name is Mr. Golden. Mr. Golden. He's known for being a player at his age, which is surprising. But he can get it done at this point. So, anybody see him? Let me know. I'm looking for him. That's Boxing Nerd. BOXI. No, I'm just joking. But I appreciate you guys. I wasn't gonna be on for too long. I was looking for Mr. Golden because he owes me money. But I appreciate you guys and have a good show. Mr. E3, please don't bet on that Canelo fight with Bud Crawford because it's not gonna look pretty.
Well, with that being said, before I let you go, bro, because it's obvious that you have Canelo stopping Bud, and I'm cool with that. You know, to each his own. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. But do you feel like Canelo is going to get credit if that fight happens and if it were to go that way?
No.
Why not?
He's not going to get because they hate him too much. They hate him too much to give him credit.
They hate who? Canelo too much?
They hate Canelo too much. They hate Canelo more than they hate Bud.
Do you think they hate Canelo, or do you think they hate the fact that he cherry picks and he takes the fights that we don't want to see him make? Do you think that has a lot to do with it?
It's a little bit of both.
Okay. All right. Well, go ahead and enjoy your night, my brother. I appreciate you for tapping in, my guy.
Yes, sir. I'll talk
to
you.
All right, water. All right, man. Going out to, is that Stephen Brimley? Is that Stephen Brimley? You're live on the chat with the pack. Pop yo shit.
What's up, E3? What's up, everybody?
What on, my brother?
Hey, man, I don't know if anybody got their antennas up or on the head on the swivel, but next weekend's fight is going to be really important, I think, to Terrence Crawford and Canelo, which would be Stone Cold Steve Nelson versus Pacheco. If Pacheco is to win that fight, and if he wins it impressively, he will be in line for the Canelo fight. If he loses, if Nelson beats him, then I think the door is open for Bud to be able to get the Canelo fight. I think that fight may determine what's going to happen. It may
Okay.
depend. Other than that, you know, in regards to the money that Canelo wants, now that we know how much Usyk and Fury made, I don't know if it's outlandish to ask for that amount of money when those guys are getting $100 million to fight as well. So, you know, we'll see what happens, see what transpires. But I do think that fight next week will play an important role in regards to Crawford and Canelo possibly being made or not being made.
So, Brian, what do you say to the individuals who say Canelo isn't going to get any credit for fighting Terrence Bud Crawford, even though Canelo is the same gentleman that fight Jermell Charlo, coming off of a hand injury and a long layoff, who moved up 2 weight classes? What do you say? So, what do you say to those individuals?
They're short-sighted. On the surface, in the forefront, yeah, he won't get credit in the forefront, but the victory will age greatly. He will get credit as time goes by. If he fights Crawford and knocks Crawford out, on the surface, it'll be, oh, you know, he was too small. But when time goes by, when the history books are involved, and we look at that, whoever wins that fight is going to look great for them. It's going to age very well.
Okay, then the panel open, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all go ahead and rock, man.
Canelo didn't get any credit for beating Charlo.
Yeah, because Charlo went out like a bitch. That's why.
Yeah. And plus, nobody asked for that fight, but it's a lot of people asking for this Crawford fight. It's a lot of people it's a lot of smoke and mirrors about this fight. You got Bud talking a lot of smoke behind this, and the money is up there. So it's a lot at stake.
It is some people asking for it. I ain't gonna lie, COE, but I wouldn't say. I would say the most of the people asking for it are Crawford fans.
Not just Crawford fans, man. It's just I done heard some people just boxing fans, man. They want to, if he's not gonna fight Benavidez, then why not fight Bud? That's probably one of the next best fights out there for him.
Who do you think Vegas is gonna have as the favorite, and what do you think the odds would be going into that fight? What are the odds right now? What do you think Vegas would put if that fight was made today?
That's a good question.
Who would be the favorite in your opinion by Vegas? Not who you think gonna win, but who do you think Vegas would put as the favorite?
I think they'll put Canelo as the favorite. Yeah, I think they'll put him as the favorite, considering, you know, him being in that weight class, and but it wouldn't be by much though. You know what I mean? I think it'll be, they'll have him edged, but it probably wouldn't be by much. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think it'll be Canelo be the favorite, and if you want to bet some money, you probably have him. What you think it'll be?
This is it right here, y'all. It's saying Canelo is currently a slight favorite against Terrence Crawford in a potential future fight between the pair when they last released odds on January 9, 2025.
See,
he's currently a minus 120 to win the fight outright, while you can get 1-1 plus 100 on Terrence Crawford if you fancy the slight upset.
See,
those odds are close.
I told you.
So it's looking kind of like a pick'em. I bet you will be a pick'em the closer to the fight, depending on the weigh-ins and how Crawford feels out at the weight class and shit like that. But y'all go ahead, my bad.
Yeah, but that was a good. So, like I said, it wouldn't be for much. You know what I mean? So, as you can see, they putting some respect on Bud's name, and that's a big.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I'm gonna need another resource before I believe that line.
Okay, so check.
This is from boxlive.com. Let me look at another. What's the name? Give me 1 second. Y'all go ahead. I'm gonna find it.
I was gonna say, what was the Charlo and Canelo betting line? What was it?
Let me look. Charlo.
I bet you they have Canelo a favorite over him by much more than Bud.
Yeah, Canelo was a minus 435. Charlo was a plus 330.
Look at that.
Lopsided.
Oh, come on, man. That's a no. That's a
You weren't gonna win shit betting on Canelo.
no. That's a no-brainer. So that I'm telling you, man. Like they putting some respect on Bud, but it's crazy that Vegas can put some respect on Bud, but you got a lot of.
That's not Vegas. We didn't just see Vegas eyes put up on that fight. That's not Vegas.
Let me see something.
Yo, but this fight didn't just happen overnight. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It didn't just happen overnight. This fight has been in discussions for a while.
Bud been chasing this fight for a while, for about a year since he beat Spence, a year and a half. That's when this fight started coming into the spotlight that we privy to. What secret information do you have that we don't have?
I'm not saying that I have any secret information. What I'm telling you is that's been in discussion. Like that has been in discussion. That hasn't necessarily been something that just came into fruition. That's been something that has been discussed. It's not. So obviously there's a difference between. Huh?
This nigga said secret information.
Well, the thing about it,
I have no secret information, my guy.
It came about on the Breakfast Club, didn't it?
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I told Lance earlier. That was at least the first time, to my knowledge, to where Crawford was open to the possibility, and then he went all in on the Joe Rogan show like a couple of days later and said he wanted to fight.
Exactly.
So it really hasn't been a real discussion because Crawford wasn't even open to it.
No, he was looking to
up
do
until that point.
And that's why I was saying about 154. He had his sights set on 154. And yeah, and Big Fish, say, man, let me work, man. Let me cook with my theory, man. You gonna see it come to fruition. Just let it cook, let it simmer.
You keep talking about people trying to stop Terrence Crawford from all this and that, man. That's not all the way the case, man.
Fish, come on. You know, man, at 147, man, they tried to hold that man out. Come on now.
How? He got his opportunity when he was supposed to get it. Earl Spence told you what he was going to do. You just didn't want to wait. That was your problem.
No.
You and Terrence Crawford had, he got his opportunity, didn't he? Didn't he become undisputed? So if they didn't want him to succeed, why did he get the fight? He got the fight, COE.
Because of Earl. But Earl handlers, Earl handlers, like Earl said, they didn't want that fight to happen just yet. They wanted to
Floyd even said he didn't want them to fight each other. So that's another example. He came out on the regular saying he wished that fight would have never happened, and he wanted Earl to fight at 160.
Right. And that's what I'm trying to tell the Fish. Like, man, they was trying to call the man out. And if you can't see the play now that they trying to do the same thing at 154, you just want to turn your head the other way and not even look.
Nah, it's a different situation at 154. I agree. They did box him out.
What's the difference?
For the first 4 or 5 years, and he got his opportunity. So
what's the difference?
If they really, really, really was gung-ho on stopping that fight, Earl Spence wouldn't have fought him if they really didn't want him to.
What's the difference?
Well, he fought him.
No, I'm talking about what's the difference from 140.
He's talking about that 154.
Well, this difference is he had an opportunity to fight for a belt against Fundora, and he chose to step aside because he knows it's gonna be problems and issues. So he just go ahead and step aside. He want the Canelo fight, number one. Number two, it ain't enough money in that fight for what y'all talking about he gonna get against Canelo.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Since you said the difference is that he stepped aside, right? You say he stepped aside, that's the difference, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you know he still will be able to get a belt even though he stepped aside. You know that, don't you?
Well, the email, oh my God, you sound like you got a smirk on your face, like you happy about that.
No,
that maneuver. Don't say that.
Hold up, don't move the
proud of
goalposts.
that,
Don't move.
COE.
Don't move it now.
Championships over everything.
Don't move
Okay.
it. See, you good. See, you good at trying to deflect. Now, stay on topic. Stay on topic because you said it's the same. So, did they or did they not try to get Keith Thurman with Tim Tszyu instead of Tim Tszyu and Bud Crawford before all that? Before the steps aside and all that? Did they try to put Keith Thurman in the place right there?
But they working within the fighters in their company, COE. So what did you expect, man? Your boys don't even want them fights anyway that you're trying to push for. He don't even want that bullshit, man.
Hold up. He was asking for Tim Tszyu. Remember, he said Tim Tszyu. They went the other way, and not only that, but Keith Thurman was coming from off of what? How many years was that? 2 or 3? 2-3 year layoff? How many? He was coming off a major layoff.
I lost count with Keith Thurman. He'd been on so many layoffs. I done lost count on Keith Thurman layoffs, bro. He'd been on so many layoffs. And I don't know what he's going.
Hey, he's almost irrelevant now, bro.
He is irrelevant. He's retired.
Just think about it like this: like if Bud is comfortable at fighting at 154, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference between him fighting at 154 and taking like a catch weight at like a 160 or a 160 something?
I mean, I think the difference is at this point, if he go to 160, it wouldn't be
it would be 164, right, for the catch weight, right?
Well, you throw a catch weight in there. I mean, you can pretty much
maybe 163, 164, 65,
whatever poundage you want.
You talking about fight Canelo? You talking about fight Canelo or a fighter at 160?
It doesn't really matter whether or not it's Canelo or whoever it is, right? Like
Canelo ain't doing no catch weight, bro. Canelo, he ain't doing no catch weight. If Terrence Crawford trying to get a catch weight with Canelo, that shit is not going to happen.
Right. Yeah, I think that's just if he do that, man, it just would be it'll have
he
to
asked me to get his ass kicked. Canelo, if Canelo is willing to do a catch weight, he asked him to get his ass kicked.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't see that.
He don't want none of that work right there.
Yeah, he's an A-side, so he ain't gonna give that up like that at all.
Right.
He's not doing that at all. Like you said, he already told him, if you want to fight me, you know, when he was bullshitting, when he just jaw jacking, you got to come to 168.
I mean, they're both undisputed. I don't know why that couldn't be a thing.
Yeah, but it's all about his legacy. You got to understand. I'm not saying that he's scared. He don't want to take another blemish, man. That fucks up his money.
Canelo is not undisputed at this point. He gave his belt up, man, when he went to fight Berlanga.
Yeah, Berlanga. Yeah,
but he's still, you're right. Yeah. But he still used to be undisputed. So I mean, shit.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing about this William Skull shit. And like E3 was saying, like that undisputed fight with him and Skull, it don't have the same ring to it. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be frowned upon.
Yeah, it's missing.
My objective fans, not his fans. His fans gonna, they gonna run with whatever he do. So it really don't matter what he do. They just want him to be on top. So that's all.
I mean, for me, to be honest with you, I feel like his first undisputed, he didn't really earn it like that, because all he did is went to a division where there was really that it was kind of easy. You know what I'm saying? Don't
do that now. They weren't. It wasn't 168. Wasn't necessarily an easy weight class to take out, but I mean, he did do that.
Well, if Benavidez,
I mean, he cherry picked.
He cleaned that division out in like, hold on, y'all. Did he clean the division out in like 13 months or some shit like that?
I mean, he did do that, but I wouldn't say that was easy fights.
I mean, but he wouldn't hold on. So hold on. He waited. What's the name? Had a belt. He didn't just do it.
He fought Callum Smith. He fought Yildirim. He fought Billy Joe. And he fought Caleb Plant. I mean, if we being
how what's the name?
Hold on, Blue. I ain't disagreeing with you. I'm on your side on this argument. Ain't none of these dudes world beaters, in my opinion. I mean, the best dude was probably Caleb Plant, and we saw how that fight went. So, I mean, 168 was cool, but he didn't fight Benavidez. He was the best dude outside of Canelo.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Benavidez had the belt. He said, "Fuck it," and he lost his belt. Canelo said, "Oh my gosh, this is a perfect opportunity. I'm fighting you. You got the belt." You know what I'm saying?
I suppose. Who loses the fight with a fucking arm injury? Like I got punched in the arm.
Who
Yeah,
Benavidez? Who you talking about?
Who is that? Is God damn it, Callum Smith.
Yeah, Calvin Smith. Yeah, when Canelo punching him in the arm and shit.
That's right.
Left off.
See, his 168 title run. You know, it ain't not
the fucking swollen arm. Hardly ever see that.
And he fought Yildirim, and then he fought Billy Joe, and we know how that fight went. And then Plant, like, then you know, instead of staying at 68 to defend, see, this is what he should have stayed at 68 to defend his undisputed against Benavidez. Once he beat him, then he should have moved up to 75 and fought Artur Beterbiev.
Yeah,
but he was talking about going to cruiserweight to fight McAboo, and like, man, like Canelo, we not asking for these fights, bro. You just trying to pad your stats in your resume. We don't want to see this shit.
Yeah.
We want to see you fight the absolute best. If you're going to move up, bet. Take on the best. Because you're the A side anyway. You can go get the belts if you want them, or stay your ass at 68 and defend your belts against Benavidez. Once you whoop him, shit, what we going to say then?
Right.
I don't like that move, how he's talking about he wants to fight the winner of Benavidez and Morrell. I don't.
Who said that? Canelo said that?
Yeah.
I don't believe it. I hadn't seen it, but I don't believe it.
Where he say that shit at?
Because he could have just fought him.
He wants to fight the rematch. So if Bivol fights him and beats him, he's gonna go. He's gonna.
Oh, you're talking about Bivol and Beterbiev. I thought you meant Morrell and Benavidez. My bad.
My bad. You know. I'm sorry. That's the fight I was talking about. My apologies. I did misspeak when you said it. I meant that fight right there. That's what I was trying to say.
I'm like, shit, he should just fought him at 68 then. You gonna do that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, Canelo could start going some nuts to say Benavidez's name.
Man, that ain't gonna happen, man.
No, it ain't gonna happen. Hey, I don't want to switch gears real quick. I saw something, man, to where I think February 1st, March 1st,
I think you cut out again, COE.
Okay, I said I seen February 1st and March 1st that PVC putting out these fight cards, and I looked down and I was looking at March 15th, and I seen Tio and Matias. And I didn't know if that was kind of locked in or not. So, but then I got some confirmation that, well, not confirmation, but I heard that Earl was supposed to be fighting March 15th between him and Fundora. But then I seen on Twitter.
And your phone will keep cutting out, bro. But yeah, I think Earl shot that shit down or something. I saw him post something saying he didn't have no fight date or something.
Yeah, that's why I was saying. I think he said that he didn't have a fight date. So have anybody?
Shit seems like the only motherfucker with a fight at the PBC is Tank. Shit, to be honest.
Yeah, and see, and this is why I say, man, all this.
Benavidez, my bad, and Morrell. Shit, that's it.
That's it. And I think that they need that Morrell fight first so they can pay Tank, and they need that Tank fight so they can pay Earl. And they're gonna need Earl fight so they can pay Canelo up in May. If hold on, is Canelo still signed with PBC, or did he?
To my knowledge,
I thought
unless he won one-offs, but I thought he was still signed with him.
I thought he certified that 3-fight deal.
He probably have, bro. I got to check. I don't know. Anybody else on the panel know? Brim, I know you know.
Yeah, these theories COE throwing out is spectacular tonight, boy.
Nah, man,
I know Brim know. Brim love Canelo. I know he know.
I don't love Canelo. He's free to do whatever he wants. He has all the
yeah, we know.
available.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, we know. But did he satisfy that PBC deal?
First
Do you
of all,
know that
the deal was scrapped after that second fight. That was just basically a one-shot deal when they did the last fight. It's fight by fight.
You're right. Okay. Go ahead, COE. Okay.
Yeah. But my thing is, they robbing Peter to pay Paul. It's a Ponzi scheme over there, man. So, big fish. Let me cook, man. You gonna fall in line once everything start coming along.
Go
But
ahead, y'all. Use the restroom.
until then, let me finish. Let me finish lining this out. I told you, like, those two fights, he gonna use that Morel fight to pay Tank. Gonna use that Tank fight to pay Earl. Then gonna use that Earl, the money of all three of them, to pay Canelo. And then after that,
What if they don't make the money from them fights you talking about? If it's fight A, what if fight A don't make no money? Then what? What's gonna happen to your theory then?
No, you're gonna get the same thing that happened last year. You're gonna get 5 fights, 6 fights out of the whole year.
What if they all flop?
So
how they gonna pay for each other like you're a legend?
No, and then you're gonna
if A and B flop, how they gonna get to C?
You're gonna see PBC go to Dazzin, go to the Zone, and go to with Turkey Al-Sheikh. You gonna see
So
them.
they go take a company that's the failed two other big organizations. They go get a third chance with Dazzin.
No, but
come on, COE.
No, but the difference. Well, see, what you're not accounting is that Turkey now has 13% of Dazzin. So now the money is there. So we're not worried about.
Stop saying Dazzin. Please say the Zone. That sounds crazy.
I know the Zone.
The Zone, the Dazzin, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, the money is over there. You know what I'm saying? So that's where he's gonna have to come eventually. I mean, they playing chess out here, man. You see Top Rank about to get rid, probably go over there. You see Golden Boy over there, Matchroom over there. So who's the only one left? And you see he done got out of hiding. The money is running thin. They barely putting on fights, but they only putting them on to they robbing Peter to pay Paul. You know what I mean?
How you know that, COE?
Can I interject real quick? And this is, I don't mean to change the speed up, but I got to change the speed up. So you know how this is going to, we're going to talk about Tank just real quick, because it's just kind of it's kind of piggybacking off of what CO is talking about. So maybe because people were saying, like you were hearing with Tank's fight and saying that it was just the venue that was the issue, but in all actuality, the real issue is not the venue at all. It's been what a lot of some other content creators been saying, is about the money. They don't have the money to pay Tank, so that's why it was a low budget. You know what I'm saying? Everything's been low budget, like the conference and everything like that. So it's just,
of course.
I mean, that's proof. That's proof right there that it's really not. It's not the venue. It's the money.
Just the fights. Have you seen the fights? I mean, have you putting on the fights?
Yeah.
You got to start right there. You know what I mean? And look at what's been going on over the past couple of years, man. Showtime getting out of boxing, man. The money leaving up, drying up right there. Come on, man. So the money is getting thin over there, and I don't think Al gonna keep going to his pockets to be funding all.
I don't even think Al probably hit his pockets at all, though. Think about it. He's smart.
I mean, I'm just trying to follow the money. You want to find out what's going on? Follow the money. Look what's going on. You see Showtime getting out of boxing. You see ESPN getting out of boxing. Yep. You see, you're seeing all these entities getting out of boxing. And now what we're only left with is the Zone, that's really kind of just being the main hub. And now look who's owning 13% of the Zone, which that 13% is the boxing part of the Zone, because the Zone just don't deal with boxing. They deal with other sports and other events.
Yeah.
But that 13% belongs to who? Turkey. So I feel like if Turkey is the one that's monopolizing this thing or funding it or being one of the main key players in it, then once PBC start rock bottom, once they hit all the way rock bottom almost, they're not gonna have a choice. I heard Bud say they're gonna be forced to come over here and do business. So That's what I'm looking at. And I mean, you can just follow the money. These fights have not been happening. How many fights PBC put on last year? Do y'all know exact number?
I mean, you can Google it, but I don't know.
Who and what?
How many fights have PBC put on last year?
5.
2024.
One was completely paid for by No Limit in Australia. PPC didn't even pay for that. One was completely No Limit, just under the PPC banner. So they really only put on 4 events, but we'll say 5.
Okay, so out of those 5, you say Canelo did 2, right? And Tank did 1. And did Tank do 2 fights or 1 last year? He just did 1. So that's 3 out of that 5.
Tim Tszyu the other 2.
Tim Tszyu and who?
Tim Tszyu versus Fandor, then Tim Tszyu when he fought Backrome in Orlando.
Wow. Wow. So you mean tell me out of all them fighters he got right there, you putting on 5 events for all? Come on, man. There's no way that you got all those fighters that you only putting on 5 events. Come on now. You have a shitload of fighters. Them
Didn't
guys.
they have a transition year last year at COE?
You talking about when Showtime got out of the business?
Yeah, don't you have to account for that? So that maybe explain the inactivity right now where they're getting things in order.
There's supposed to have been a plan already in order. If you're dealing with folks' careers, you got to have a backup plan already in play to keep the ship going. If you don't have a backup plan in order to keep people busy, keep people fighting, then you're doing a disservice to some people, man.
Who was disservice?
Everybody that didn't fight besides Canelo, Tank, Tim Tszyu, Fandora, Backrome.
How many people didn't fight on Top Rank or the Zone or all these other companies?
They don't have an issue with fight dates, so this is not an argument to be made. To be honest with you.
I'm not talking to you.
Yeah, you're not, but I'm talking to you though.
Well,
COE, man. Come on, Trigger Lips. You
No,
always
factual
interject,
lips.
man.
You can try to throw a
you
little
end up
insult at me to
stepping
try
in
to
dookie like always.
divert from the fact that you're trying to
Trigger
make an
Lips.
argument that is
What's your point,
invalid as
Trigger
fuck.
Lips?
It's trigger tongue. It's trigger tongue, bro.
Go ahead, Trigger Lips. What you say?
It's trigger tongue. It's trigger tongue. Remember?
He's good.
No, fact time. Fact time.
He's good at deflecting and trying to get off the fact that he at this point he can't bring up any other fighters that's on PBC that should have been fighting over the past 2 years. He can't tell you.
Man, it's thousands of boxers and all companies overseas, like with Brim, like
PBC
that has had 0 fights in 2024 or had 1 fight in 2024. It's not just the PBC, man. Stop it, COE.
About the
Why you trying to paint this picture, man? Like it's just dire straits for everybody over at the PBC, man.
It is. Why are you acting like you don't see it?
I'm not acting like I don't see it. I'm saying I see it across the board. It's not only PBC, it's everybody is what I'm saying.
Okay,
everybody's doing only 5
acting like
events.
you
Everybody's
don't
doing 5 events.
Look at him. He can't answer it.
It's a reason. I told you the reason for that for 2024. What about 2023 and 2022 and 2021? What about all of that? They in the transition from switching from Showtime to Amazon Prime. So what do you guys expect? And a lot of their fighters that was at the top then got beat. So they're in the transitional point right now.
So you mean to tell me that just because this entity jumped out that I got to be on the shelf for another 2 years?
Yeah, you got to get dates on that network, right? You can't just come into a new situation and say this how it's gonna be.
So
I'm not sure exactly how it works, COE.
And
I'm definitely positive from what I'm listening to come out your mouth. You for damn sure don't know the business that's going on over there. So you can have these expectations all you wanted of what shoulda, coulda, and woulda, and all of that, but it ain't happening, bro. But they still in the business, and they got the best fighters. Some of the best fighters still in boxing, at least the most popular. Earl Spence, Canelo Alvarez, and Tank Davis. They good from what I see.
Okay, so you just proved my point. Like I told you, they using these fighters to pay for this fighter to pay for that fight. It's a damn near like a Ponzi scheme.
I did not say what you said, but you can think that if you want.
You just said they still have some of the best, the most popular boxers in boxing, but those are the only boxers that's fighting. So my challenge to you was
no, it's not. So you know what? COE. The little guys get to fight on the undercard for the PBC. So what are you talking about? They're not the only guys that's gonna be getting fights. When the big guys get to fight, the little guys get to fight on the undercard. What are you talking about?
We understand that, but
so what are you talking about?
Stable. How many fighters PBC have on their stable?
I do not know or care to Google it.
See, that's what I'm saying. You talking from somewhere what you don't know. You
don't know. You tell me how many. How many? Tell me.
It's more than 5.
Say you don't know. Say you don't know. Just like I just said, I don't know.
Have
you
over.
Don't know.
I think they have
say
over
that,
100 plus. I think they have over 100 plus.
COE.
Look.
Say
look,
you don't know. Please say you don't know.
Look it up.
You don't. I don't have to look it up. I told you I don't know. I'm not pretending like I know something.
I didn't know. What I'm saying is you talking like you know.
You no.
You just said it's fighters. You just said it's fighters that's fighting up under their undercard. But I'm trying to tell you, it's more than just them. You looking at
who missing out, COE? Who's missing out at the PBC on these fights? Who missing out? Who not getting fights, COE?
I'm telling you who getting the fights. It's your point to tell me who fighting. You the one said this one's up under the undercard. Name them.
Oh, man.
Come on now, dog.
Help him, bro.
Come on, man.
Bro. Where you at, Trigger Lips?
I didn't even say nothing. Look at you in your fields.
He need help, man.
No, you need it.
No, you need help.
You need some help with your son? Have I ever needed your help for anything? You need some help with your son? For some help? You need some help the other motherfucking night? You need some help the other motherfucking night? You need some help with your son? Listen, your son need help tonight, nigga, not the other night. You need some help with your son? Needs help tonight, you fool-ass earth man.
Okay, so E3, this dude telling me don't nobody gives fights at the PBC except for the top 3, and that it's a Ponzi scheme because they just use these fights to pay for the one after the next and so on and so forth. But if you got Earl Spence as one of the fights, so you gonna have 5 or 6 fighters fights underneath that card, so that's a good 12 people that's gonna get paid because of Earl Spence. Then you move to Tank Davis, same thing. Then who else? Canelo, same thing. So the boxers are eating over at the PBC. Stop it, COE. Stop playing, man. You're just making up stuff, bro.
So now what you're doing is you're trying to deflect the fact that you still couldn't name or you still can tell me who.
This nigga said land. Oh my goodness. This nigga. hey, Big Fish said secrets, right? And this nigga said land.
What happened with these Chelsea Health, these U measures?
Where COE go, man? He fell out the ring.
Nah, he's still on here. His phone been acting up though periodically throughout the show.
He won't.
Hey,
Yeah,
Brim.
I'm just listening.
Hey, Brim, I'm just fucking with you when I say trigger tongue, bro. I'm just giving you a hard time. You know what I'm saying? I'm so hoping that you understand I'm just fucking with you, man.
His trigger lips, blue hustle.
I know, remember I said that before, but I was like, man, I think I like trigger tongue better.
You got a trigger tongue. Motor mouth.
You know what I'm saying? That nigga tongue be ready, boy. You say what, nigga? Like a cobra, nigga.
Grim on his best behavior tonight. He must actually be at work, like really working tonight. He ain't saying shit. The fuck?
He stepped in some doo-doo earlier, man.
That nigga ain't saying nothing. What the hell wrong with Brim, man?
And this dude, COE, man, said they running the Ponzi scheme at the PGC, man. Oh, man. And he wanted me to name the fighters that nobody cares to even watch.
Man, I'm sitting up here talking, man. My damn phone was blacked out, man. Y'all hearing shit I'm saying?
Bro, what's wrong with your phone? Your phone been doing it a lot lately, bro. You got to take it off of what you call it, auto screen lock or something.
Yeah, it'll go black. It'll go black.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
You in a holding cell or something?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, yeah.
You crispy. It's just your phone be cutting in and out.
Yeah, it'll go black, and once it go black, I guess it just cut everything off. It cut the mic off and everything. But yeah, what I was saying.
Hey, hold on. Hey, hold on. This nigga, hey man, do you get a COE? You get a message in the last 10 minutes. You got 10 minutes left on your phone call.
Say what?
That nigga said.
Hey, hold up.
Come on, man.
No, see, this the thing. See, y'all got to understand who y'all dealing with when you're dealing with Fish. I've been talking with Fish for over the past couple of years now. So listen, Fish is a master deflector. He's a master at stopping and moving the goalposts. You got to watch him now, because he'll try to tell you to answer something, but at the same time, he don't even know. But he'll try to flip it back on you. Like I told him, PBC have a lot of fighters, and I don't know exactly how many, but I know it's well over 100 or two, easy. But what I'm saying is, they robbing Peter to pay Paul, because only people you seeing that's making the money and bringing the money in is a Canelo, is a Tank, and those are the breadwinners. So when you don't see no fights until they fight, period. You know what I mean? So that's the only time. So when you get to hearing about these other fighters not having fights, and they sitting stagnant, and they on the shelf for a year or 2 years, that's the reason why. So Big Fish, you tell me the reason why they not fighting.
My belief is they just switched from Showtime over to Amazon, and they're not able to get on the same page with a budget, fight dates, and all of that. So that's what my theory is.
So okay. Do you think Amazon gave him some money? You think Amazon took Showtime place?
Do I think they took Showtime's place? What was Showtime's place?
Showtime was giving them a budget.
I would assume.
The motherfucker wasn't fighting when it was with Showtime, so don't have that bullshit.
Oh, now Goldie want to show up, nigga. It's 2 hours into the show.
But you know,
I had a fell asleep, man. Why you call me?
I was about to, hey, Mr. Golden. I was getting ready to text you, boy. I was getting ready to text you.
Go ahead. All the damn time. I'll call you.
Go ahead. Hold on, fellas. Y'all go ahead and let Goldie say what he got to say, and then the panel go open back up. Go ahead, Goldie. Look.
Well, good morning, fellas. How you doing, man?
What's up,
Doing
man?
swell, my brother.
I fell asleep, man. Please forgive me, brother. I was telling you to come on and
Doing
come on.
good, boss. Doing good, Triple OG.
I ain't talking about you, nigga. I ain't talking to your ass. I'm talking about brother on E3. I put a band on this motherfucker here.
Damn, he said Triple OG and he's still disrespecting him. Damn.
What I missing, Nike?
Oh man, we just talking about Cinnabon still ducking Terrence Bud Crawford, and you know how he they wasn't worried about, you know, the credit or lack thereof whenever he went up against Jamel Charlo, but it's a problem with Terrence Crawford. It's one of their weak ass talking points.
Oh yeah, Bud too small and shit.
Yeah, he ain't got no belt to offer Canelo.
Yeah, he ain't got nothing to offer. That's what they how can you be ducking the little guy that's 2 weight classes below you? Stupid shit like that is what they've been saying.
Oh yeah, you know, I understand, but all them other motherfuckers, they ain't had no belt. They ain't had no belt. They ain't had nothing to offer Canelo. You feel what I'm saying? But he chose to fight their ass. Y'all just where Q ass at? He on here tonight?
Nah, I text y'all shit. I don't know. Q probably caught up. So
he was in the chat. Yeah, he was in the
chat. What I told you. What I told you was gonna happen. You remember what I told you was gonna happen?
Oh, that's why. Yeah, I told that nigga we was gonna have an intervention for him.
Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid.
That nigga sick. That's why he ain't on here.
I told you. I said, hope that nigga don't do like what? What I say? Or that nigga do like what?
Hold on, go ahead, bro. Make your point. Hold on.
Told that nigga don't disappear like if you did with Earl. Got his ass whipped by Bud now. When Texas lose, nigga gone. He ain't even. He heartbroken. He was on his hands and knees praying for him. When he can't get this shit.
Texas got their ass smashed.
Yeah,
honestly. I told the nigga this shit was garbage.
That's how COE getting done tonight. Go did it.
Hey, hold on. I see where somebody said that,
this boy just said PBC got 200 fighters on their roster. Can you believe that?
That's out there. That's what it looked like.
200 fighters.
I mean, you know, you don't see nobody fighting. You know, I got a CEO that got a regular ass phone. Kicking out again.
Somebody said they got that PBC had over 300 fighters.
Listen, if they do, I mean, you know, they got to ask a fighter, but you got to look at, they were doing this shit before they went to Prime. You know, Amazon Prime. You ain't had no fighter doing too much fighting, man. Like you said, the main fighters, the main people that were bringing in the money was Deontay Wilder, Canelo, Earl.
Hey.
You feel what I'm saying? They're the one that bringing in the fight.
Hey, look, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that PBC ain't went on strike like Mayweather. People went on strike for him on Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Fighters going on strike for PBC and shit. Nigga, we won fights. We won fights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
Mr. Goldie,
yes, sir.
What you missed, Mr. Goldie? What I was telling Big Fish that PBC, you know, they was running low on money, and they was counting on Tank, Canelo, and Earl, and who else? Tim.
Wow.
And got about Wilder, but since Wilder got beat and he's not fighting as often.
He ain't even with the PBC no more.
Yeah,
he deal with Eddie now.
Rid of him, so he gone. So he ain't bringing in no more money. So it's almost like I told him, it's like a Ponzi scheme over there. They robbing Peter to pay Paul over there.
Listen, they can have some money for a fight because they want to pay Canelo all the money for the bullshit that fight they got.
Yeah.
All of
the fights produce returns, Mr. Golden. What are you talking
about? No return.
See, but see, Big Fish, he let him say it. He like, well, how you know what PBs? How you know that they ain't they not putting something together? They in the transition year, and they lost Showtime. I'm like,
Great
man,
question.
I'm like,
That shit was like that before they went over there. They ain't got no transition year. You know how to hear two of their fighters fighting. Why you think
yeah,
some of the guys left their ass?
Big
Some
Fish
of
don't know
them,
how to read the. He don't know how to read the room, man. He just going on the fact that because Tank over there and Tank fight, he see Tank fighting, he think it's all good. That's far from the truth.
why you think Tank was talking shit at one point? Nigga, give my money. I ain't fighting unless you give my money, pay my money. But that's here and there. That nigga there, he ain't fighting no damn body neither shit. I hope Roach knock his ass out.
Fish quiet now. Fish, hey Fish, that's three people, man. That done kind of co-sign what I'm saying. You haven't said nothing. What happened?
The three nitwits. That don't mean nothing to me. Just because you find three people to agree with you.
Y'all know my motto. I say, what I say, E, fuck Tank.
Hey, I just want to know what company in boxing don't use their biggest stars to make the money that they need to fund the program.
But Fish,
I don't get the point, COE. What are you talking about? Robbing Peter to pay Bob? I don't get it. Like what Top Rank featured Lomachenko, Tyson Fury, whoever else they when Bud was over there, he was like fifth on the totem pole. So they all do it. What are you talking about, COE?
Yeah, Bud, when Bud's over the ESPN shit, he'll make that money. He'll get guaranteed in on him. Them boys don't
No, he wasn't making more money than everybody over at Top Rank.
I'm talking PVC. He got the
I'm talking about
he'll make
was he
his
making the
guaranteed
most
first.
money at his company, Mr. Golden? Was he the big dog at Top Rank?
Listen. Can I say?
No, I'm listening to you. Say
Okay, all right, then, close. All
Can
right,
you
now,
answer the
goddamn, now
question?
let me talk now. You done been out 2 hours. I ain't had nothing to say. I was asleep.
I just came on 2 minutes before you came on.
Man, you been on, man. I was listening to your ass. I woke up.
Go ahead, Goldie.
Oh, lying ass motherfucker. Listen.
You the one who lied.
You weren't lying, nigga. You said you been asleep, but then you just turned around and said that you was listening.
I was in the background listening. I was in the background listening. Listen, I was in the background listening to Steve.
Want me to show you I got receipts?
What the fuck? You talking
Come on,
I came on with your MPM for talking to Fish. How long I sat on the damn
Fucking joke? Somebody tell me this is a fucking joke. Tell me, somebody. Is it a joke?
I said the background listening y'all for you.
You tripping.
You tripping. 2 minutes now. I've been in the background listening longer than 2 minutes. So you been on.
Which one is it, Goldie?
Shit, nigga, I was asleep like a motherfucker, man. Slobbering like a fuck. But anyhow, nah, I forgot to fuck. Oh shit, yeah, Bud was making more guaranteed money at his pro fight when he was over there. He wasn't playing that bullshit with their ass. That Bob Aaron got mad because he wouldn't take a pay cut when they fought in the pandemic with Kel Brooks. That's why Bob got my ass out talking shit. That's what that Kel Brooks fight. He wanted him to take a pay cut. Boy, told nigga, hell no, pay me my shit. Now, Fish, tell me, now, why is Canelo ducking his man?
Because he doesn't have any belts to offer him. He can make just as much money fighting John Ryder, Jaime Munguia, Edgar Berlanga, Chuck Norris, John Noe, whoever he's about to fight. He can make $50-60 million every time he lays him up. So he is just like Tank Davis. When they are not gonna kiss the ring and walk around the pyramids holding His Excellency's hand. Some people don't have to do that. Canelo don't have to be succumb to this is gonna be my biggest payday because of turkey out the sheet. That like he don't care about what y'all care about. Canelo don't look at Terrence Crawford how y'all look at Terrence Crawford. Canelo looks at Terrence Crawford like he's beneath him, way beneath him. He don't have the legacy. He don't have the opponents that Canelo has. He don't
Listen,
have nowhere.
you don't ask
Hold
nobody
on,
for
Blue Hustle.
150.
I know this is put the lace up in your butt crack right now having to listen to this, but it'll be okay. Just hold on. I'm about to stop. He asked me why, and I'm about to give you the hard, cold truth. He doesn't have Miguel Cotto's and Floyd Mayweather's and Gennady Golovkin's and B-Balls on his resume. He doesn't have 20, 30, 40, $50 million paydays. He doesn't have 1 million, 2 million pay-per-view buys. He doesn't have none of that. Canelo looks at him like he looks at Charlo, like how he look at Jaime
Downside of
Munguia.
being a boogeyman.
He look at Crawford just like he look at all those other guys. And I know this hurts to hear, but if Crawford gets the fight, it's just charity. Canelo is just giving him a charity fight. I'm sorry.
Nah.
So hold on. Let me
Hold on, Blue. Chill, man. Let me give him a little 2 cents there, please. That was my question. He answered for me, please, sir. Nah, you said all that shit there. Name me one fighter he got. They bring in $50 million fight. They got a $50 million. They bring in all the pay-per-views. Name me one fighter that he fought that do all that. Tell me what fighter? What fighter has?
Is it supposed to be Bud Crawford? Is Bud Crawford one of them? I'll tell you what, Earl Spence Jr.
Errol Spence made that kind of money. If he made that kind of money, it's because he fought Bud.
Canelo Alvarez could make more money fighting Earl Spence right now.
So you know why?
Be honest about it.
No, he wouldn't.
In Cowboy Stadium, yes, he would.
That nigga ain't gonna make no. Man,
yes,
listen.
He would. Yes, he would.
That's because he is scared. That's an easy fight for him. He's scared of her. He's scared.
It ain't about being scared. You said you asked about
that's easy
about
fight.
the money.
That's easy fight. That's an easy fight for him. Canelo ain't gonna fight nobody. I feel like Canelo ain't gonna fight nobody who's a threat to him that got a real legitimate chance of whooping his ass. He's not gonna fight him. David Benavidez and Bud on the two, I see got a real threat to beat him. Everybody else, he'll walk through their ass.
What
That's
about
cap. It better be if you knock him the fuck out.
I'm talking about 168. That coming to 168. He won't even fight Bivol. Or Bivol try to come down to 168 to fight him to give him the rematch to fight for his title. He say hell no.
There was another duck. Another duck.
That nigga shut the call ass real quick. So I want to see that bullshit.
Hey, Big Fish. So you said that Canelo looks at Terrence like he's beneath him, right? You know what I'm saying? But I don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? I think he looks at him as a challenge, a great challenge. And the reason why is because the simple fact is when you tell when you tell somebody, look, I don't want to fight that person because I want $200 million talking about Benavidez, and you turn around and then you saying that Terrence Bud Crawford's a small guy, but you want 150 million to fight him? That lets me know that this man is way serious than what everybody's saying.
Blue Hustle, why did Canelo say if I beat Terrence Crawford, I'm not gonna get any credit? So that kills your point.
Okay, so hold on. I got a question for you since you wanna say that to me. So why did he say, oh yeah, if the long as the money's right, I'm interested in a fight now?
Yeah, I mean, what that's supposed to mean, Blue Hustle?
What you mean? I can say the same thing about what you said. What's that supposed to mean?
No,
he's basically saying that as long as the money's right, he can fight. So if the Sheik is trying to make sure the money's right, I mean, come on, man.
No, you come here, Blue Hustle. Just listen for a second. Mm-hmm. How can you equate your question to my question? It's a big difference, bro. The man, you said that you feel that he doesn't view him as him being beneath him. So in turn, I asked you, then why did he say I won't get any credit if I beat him? So that lets you know he
that's just him
believes.
talking though. He knows he don't get
No,
credit for beating.
that's his belief in that he feel that this is not a challenge to him, and when I beat him, I'm not gonna get credit for him because first off, he's too little.
Okay, I got you. How do you know that's his true beliefs though?
But baby, Blue Hustle, you ain't tell me about his true beliefs.
I'm just saying. You just basically you asked me. You answered my question by saying that's his belief. So now I have to. The only thing I can basically say, I ain't COE on this.
About me moving the goalpost.
This ain't moving the goalpost. What I'm trying to say.
This boy got an eraser. This boy Blue Hustle is the eraser boy.
Hey, look. All I'm trying to say is this, man. How do you know that man don't truly feel like that? You know, he don't really look at like Terrence Bud Crawford. Shit, I ain't taking that fight. That's why I said give me 150 million. The niggas ain't gonna give me that much money to fight him. So,
right now, that's the best
Blue
fight.
Hustle, I think an independent panel would let you know that I just killed your point, but you still trying to ride with it, man.
That's just my. I don't believe you killed it though, but you know what I'm saying. You might say that you have.
Like they on two different pedestals. Like Terrence Crawford is up there, but the Canelo accolades, everything, man. There's no comparison. Resume, it's no comparison. Blue Hustle.
Man, I don't know. See when you get to talk about the resume, I can see that. Okay, that's cool. You got it on that point. All right. So when you get to talking about accolades, there's no way you can compare with the accolades. And if you want to say the skill, if you can go skill wise, who's who, then that's where you need to talk about it at. Who's skill for skill, who the attributes between. But if you try to go accolades,
that ain't even a conversation. See, that's a conversation that these Canelo fans don't want to have.
Yeah,
he does nothing better than Terrence Crawford. Nothing. I've been saying it. I was saying this shit before Timothy Bradley, scoop ball head ass started. I've been saying this shit for about a year now. He does nothing better than Terrence Crawford. I don't give a fuck what these niggas say. And niggas know. And they'll see if they fight. Because if that man take his best shot and stick his tongue out, it's over. It's over.
Facts.
The fight is over.
E3, I want to ask you this question.
Ain't nothing to talk about. He gonna dog walk Canelo. It's over. He better hope that dude can't take his punch, bro, because he's gonna get embarrassed. Yeah, I said it.
Facts.
I'm telling you.
E3, can I ask you a question real quick?
Oh, absolutely. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. Check this out, man. What you think?
Okay.
Now, hasn't Canelo said it in the past that, oh, Terrence Crawford, he's a great fighter. You know, he gonna dominate this and that and the third. Now, but when it comes to Terrence Bud Crawford fighting Canelo, what has he done? Shit on him, shit like that.
Yeah, he said he only beat one good fighter, Earl Smith, but he
see what I'm saying? So why are you giving him when? So I mean, so do you see what I'm getting at? Like, why are you giving this man his credit when he ain't fighting you? But when it comes to him fighting you now,
the backhanded,
you shitting on him. Yeah, you shitting on him.
Same thing Earl did, same thing Keith Thurman did. They all do the same shit, bro.
Yeah. And that's what I was kind of getting at with Big Fish.
I don't go.
You see what I'm saying? But you know, it is what it is.
All right, go ahead, Cody.
Listen, Earl ain't no good fighter. That's what they say in that here shot fighter, ain't it? I mean, Earl ain't no good fighter. Earl's a has-been. That's today now. After Boy beat his ass, but before Boy beat his ass, Earl was the best thing out there.
Oh yeah,
bro. Rib collector, bonefish, good fish, motherfucking.
Hold on.
Honest about niggas. Bro, his claim to fame was the sparring session that he gave Floyd Mayweather allegedly a black eye. That was his whole claim to fame, bro.
Yeah, facts.
That's what put him on the map. You being honest, it wasn't anything in the ring that we saw and say, "Oh, we've never seen this shit." But no, he's fighting like a fucking Neanderthal. Chin straight up in the air, overextending on his punches, loading up on all his punches, throwing the same basic ass combinations, not slipping and moving his head from side to side.
Same thing Canelo do. Same thing Canelo doing.
You said same thing as what?
The same thing Canelo doing. The same old basic shit he do. One through hook, one through, same thing.
He loaded up on the shots on damn near every punch, bro. That's a fact.
Oh yeah. Because even Bibble said that.
Y'all
Bibble
just
said
proving
that too.
Canelo point right now. Bud ain't never fought nobody. What y'all
look?
That's what you took from that.
Okay. I can see.
What you're doing, Big Fish. You expose yourself that you don't know how to evaluate good talent when you see it. That's
transcendent talent. like Terrence Crawford, man.
Because let you tell it. I remember hearing you. Earl gonna do this and he gonna do that and he the big fish and he don't do this. He gonna beat his body. He gonna break him.
COE. Have you ever picked the fight round before?
Cut your cam on, big old dog. Cut your cam on.
Here you go, y'all. He finna try to move it. I told you he's best. I told you.
Go ahead.
Hey, you a tattletale, my nigga.
You better
watch. This nigga said tattletale.
You just answered the question.
We already know what Fish gonna do, man. We all know Fish.
Tattletale. Can you just answer the question?
No, Fish. No. You're not finna try to make me and try to turn it on me just to validate your point. No, let's talk about you and your lack of talent of recognizing.
I want to know, have you ever picked the fight round before, my nigga?
You don't even. You treated Bud Crawford like he was a pea-yard. You was never fought nobody. He never fought nobody. He didn't.
Oh my God.
Didn't do that at all. I'm like, how in the hell are you looking at the? You can't be seeing the same thing me and E3 seeing. Me and E3, we see greatness.
Don't forget about the shit they were saying about Derrick James. Don't forget about that.
Oh my God, he was the best thing since sliced bread.
Oh yeah, that's a fucking fact.
The fundamentals. The fundamentals.
Hey, man,
trainer of the year, goddamn it!
Come down to depth. This is gonna come down to depth.
And Bo Mac don't do nothing but ride around in this truck. Bo Mac just ride around in this truck all day and smoke weed. Every now and then. He let Bud well on. That's what the guy once told me, COE, man. He knows way more boxing than me, man.
Yeah, you was saying all that shit. Oh, I remember that good shit, boy. You was on both.
Them boys love Derrick James. Now we don't hear nobody on the panel talking about Derrick James on none of these niggas panels no more.
I just think they ain't got any more fighters, do we?
Derrick James weight drain, my boy, man.
Yeah, Ryan Kardashian, man. That's about it.
Listen,
everybody else, man.
It's COE. Film. I'm gonna ask you a question. Now this is the conversation me and Keith had, right?
Yeah.
That's not waiting on his ass. I mean, I'm sorry.
He ain't gonna pull up, man, because of Texas. God damn.
I told you he ain't gonna pull up. But anyhow, I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Who have been hurt the worst in a fight between Bud and Floyd?
I would say Floyd.
It's Floyd.
I say Floyd when he got hit with by that daggone what's black dude, man.
Zach Buda hurt him.
I say it's Bud when Kavaliauskas dropped his ass. That's what I say.
Zab Judah didn't hurt Floyd. He just dropped him. He caught him with a good shot when Floyd was lunging in, trying to hit him with a straight right to the body. He caught him with a quick check hook. He wasn't hurt though.
No,
when Bud got dropped.
I'm talking about what's his name hit Floyd, man. When Floyd
I thought he said Zab, my bad. Oh no, Shane hurt Floyd.
Shane
the worst.
Shane hurt him.
That's
and then chop Corley caught Floyd too with a good shot.
Oh yeah,
not all of that. Marcus Mandela had that nigga hold on to the ropes when he knocked the teeth out.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
forgot
he
about.
caught him at the end of that round. Yeah, I would say to answer your question, Goldie, to be honest, and y'all know Floyd my guy, but I think he's been hurt more than Bud Crawford.
Yeah.
And but Q told me I was lying. He said, "Nah, man, you're BBL. I said, nah, you got to look at it. You got to look at it. Them is the bang."
Now let's talk about Crawford's. He got dropped against Kavaliauskas, which a lot of Bud buddies don't want to admit it, but he got dropped. Okay, let's be real. He got dropped. He got wobbled by Gamboa several times, right, in that fight. So with there's 2 fights, well, the fight, can we really say that he got hurt or wobbled in?
None.
Outside of those fights.
None.
Those are the only ones I can say he really caught a good shot. And
Now I know Jose Benavidez caught him with a good body shot, but he played it off in this fight. He caught him he would never rock like oh shit, or he ain't never retreat. He still kept stepping. But other than that, I can't think of any other fights that he got hurt or rocked in.
I mean, you got to look at even with the Gamboa fight. Gamboa, that nigga did a 2-step. You feel what I'm saying? And in that same round, he knocked his ass out.
Yeah, Gamboa hurt him. Yeah, he caught him. He caught Bud real good. He ended up knocking his ass out. He backing up. Caught him one of them loops.
Bud said, yeah. And after that, what happened to him?
Yeah. Shit, I'm saying. Hey, man, shout out to my guy, man.
Cash Money.
For that super sticker. I appreciate you, Moolah, baby. Appreciate you for donating to the channel, fam. Appreciate you, bro. Y'all go ahead. My bad.
Man, listen. I be telling them boys, too, they think I be bullshitting. But a lot of folks didn't know that Marcus Mandela walking with Floyd teeth around his neck right now.
Yeah, he caught Floyd with a good shot right at the end of the round. But Floyd took that shit.
Yeah. And
like shit. He timed him just right. You know, Floyd like to throw that little straight right whenever he get backed up to the corner and try to pivot out. But shit, Marcos McDonald timed his ass that time. That was a good ass punch.
That nigga was perfect. I didn't realize he had knocked his teeth off. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, you go back and watch it in slow mo, something come out his mouth for sure.
I put it in the chat the other day. Yesterday. We keep talking about yesterday when it showed the teeth.
I'm just saying, like, yeah, I know, like watching the fight live.
Came out with no blood. His tooth came out with no blood, huh? Okay. His tooth came out, but no blood did. Okay.
Look, the man got a nigga teeth around his neck, dog. Come on, dog.
Okay, Goldie.
The man wearing Floyd teeth around his neck. That teeth worth much.
So what is the end goal as far as this conversation? Are you saying that Terrence Crawford has better defense than Floyd, or are you just saying he gets hit less, or he's been hurt less?
Me and him got on a conversation about Bud and Floyd. You feel what I'm saying? And saying that Bud ain't this and Bud and that, you know. And I was telling him, I said, shit, motherfuckers talk so much shit, but who got hurt the worst? That's you know how he is. He's just like fish. You know, he was feeling there. The BBL doesn't, but you know, you have to really get the receipts and prove some shit to his ass. So I was telling him, Floyd got tagged, got hurt worse than Bud did. He talking about Bud got this and Bud got hurt, Bud got this, and you know, everybody would bring up that damn bullshit. And like I tell nigga, Bud was the underdog in that fight. He was supposed to beat Gamboa.
Yeah.
He was the motherfucker underdog in that fight. Nigga, Joker don't look at that.
Yeah, that nigga was undefeated and everything, boy. But Gamboa was
the shit. They had the exact same record, wins and knockout. Go back and look at it.
Oh yeah, they were saying Gamboa.
Yeah, that's the fight that really put him on the map after he beat him. That's, you know, get his recognition a little bit.
Sure was.
As far as pound for pound. Yep.
I mean, think about how Bud knocked out Benavidez Jr. I mean, his brother.
Yeah.
That was a good ass knockout, boy.
They look at Bush. Oh, Bud and fought the person. Bud fought the best in every weight division he been in. You feel what I'm saying? Who was the boogeyman at 140? Who's the boogeyman?
Allegedly was Victor Postal.
Thank you. Victor Postal was the boogeyman at 140. 135, it was Ricky Burns. Above 40, a lot of jokers said, oh, blah, blah, blah. And Danny Garcia haul ass. He don't, what he did at 140? We would have fought Victor Postal.
He kept going up in weight.
Now he hauled ass. He hauled ass for Victor Postal. He didn't want to fight Victor Postal. He ran.
I was never a fan of Danny Garcia.
I wasn't a fan of his either. I got told keep all them jokers who was with the top-notch fighters. They ran from Bud Crawford, Keith Thurman, Earl Spence, Danny Garcia, Mikey Garcia. All he ran to.
Look, now you got Danny Garcia begging to get a fight with him just so he can get a payday with Terrence.
I think that shit was sell after that last performance he had.
Mm-hmm.
He was crying in the ring and shit after the fight. Yeah, Danny done, man. Most of them dudes at PBC, they done, bro. Like, we being honest. All them dudes that was on top and holding up the 147 division, and they out of there, man. All they really got is Tank, to be honest.
Yep.
And David Benavidez and David Morrell. That's about it.
Yeah.
That's about it.
You know, I understand they talk about Bud fought Magic Mall with 11 fights. But shit, they got that many fights.
Isn't Bam Bam with
the belt though?
Isn't Bam Bam with BBC or Top Rank? Bam Bam.
What'd you say?
I don't know.
I thought he's with
I don't know if he
PBC.
with PBC because don't he be fighting on the zone and shit all the time? I could be wrong.
I don't know. I can't recall. That's why I'm asking the question about Bam Bam because I know he's doing something.
I don't know, bro.
Platform.
But to answer your question, Goldie, like shit, he had a belt, and plus that wasn't even his first choice, so we can't really fault Bud for fighting Israel Madrimov because that wasn't even a fight that he wanted to actually have at that weight.
All of them, look, I was seeing, he ducked Tim Zoo, he ducked Honduras, all this shit here. He fought ducked Virgin OT. Them niggas on national TV taking all the shit. And Oscar De La Hoya sat on TV and guaranteed Bud and Virgin OT was going to be the next fight.
Yep.
And on national TV, Virgin OT ducked that fight. I ain't fighting him, Nate. I want the winner of Honduras Earl. Or whoever said he wanted to fight. So, you know.
Hey, fellas, man. Hey, Goldie, not to cut you off. I done been on here for 2.5 hours. I'm tired as hell, man. Hey, I appreciate everybody. Shout out to Goldie. Shout out to Blue. Shout out to Brim. Shout out to General Big Fish. Shout out to Lance. Shout out to COE Film. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to the Playback Game. Make sure you hit that like button. Run them likes up to 100. Until next time, your boy E Thriller. I'm gone.
Hey, I'm going to call Q2, find out what happened to him, too.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it.
Goat Thriller, back better, iller, pound for pound, killing these topics with analytics, silencing all the critics, trying to bite the style, they get sun like children. YouTube villain, podcast killing, so antagonistic and prolific with the swiftness. Make sure you make weight before you trying to debate. Yeah, I said it, and I never hesitate. Hit them with hooks, cause these rooks took the bait. Start the show, cause goats never hesitate. Ducking smoke, got them sweating at they toxins.
Yeah,
Goat Thriller, cleaning up the sport of boxing. Aight then.
Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. I fucking wait. I am the greatest. Yeah, I said it.